Hello, everyone. Welcome once again to another week of 50 Shades of Crimson. I'm your game master. What? No, not right now, Mom. No, I just started streaming D&D. Yeah. No, come on. I don't want to make my bed. I was just gonna get back. Mom. Guys, sorry. I'll be right back. I'm gonna roll the intro. Hello, welcome. How's everyone doing today?
Good.
Excellent. I'm good too. We all good.
We all good.
I good.
And
You
how's
good?
chat doing? Everyone, please answer simultaneously, and I will read them all at the same exact time.
Yes.
Oh, I like this.
Here, I'm gonna wait for a couple of them to roll in, and then let's see here. It says, "I good my face, everyone." Okay, good, excellent.
I could.
Read them all.
Nailed it.
Yeah. So yeah,
Almost, Manda. Almost.
My stream is delayed, so I can't see it.
There's a cursor right on her face.
Oh, is there? Hold on, wait. Can I
Keep it there.
Oh, she ate it! She ate it!
Pick your
it's
nose.
gone. No,
Here's your nose. Give me your nose.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
I don't
Something
know.
about it.
I don't know how that mouse got there. That normally doesn't happen. That just, guys, we're gonna roll with a mouse on screen tonight. It's gonna do all sorts of fun things at random times. It doesn't even
like this plan.
correlate to where people's cams are this is magic, pure magic. Oh look, it's over.
You could
It's over here now.
you could like pick Katie's nose and.
Hold on, let me find it. Oh. There we go. All right.
That's so much better. That's been itching for a while now.
Oh, you're welcome. Anytime. I don't know how that happened. Pro streams, by the way. So
That's it. We are officially off the rails.
we did it. We made it big time. Okay. Once we have issues like this, we're big. We're big time. So yes, welcome everyone to another fun and exciting week of 50 Shades of Crimson. Tonight's episode is called "Where There's a Will, There's a Lawyer." So we left off on some exciting events happening, but before we get into the game, I gotta say hi to everyone again, but this time personally. So I'm going to give a very personal hello, how are you doing, to RemovedDisc. Hello, how you doing? Yeah, that's
Hello, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
No, we're not doing this one again.
We can't because, and I also can't say it to that like that because you're married now. So you know, just
Yeah, I'm married.
yeah. So
Well,
I gotta.
As I
Just
said
because there's
last
a goalie
week.
doesn't mean you can't score.
That's
Come on.
true. So what are you thinking?
Hey,
Hey.
how's it going?
Oh, pretty good. Thanks for asking. Anyway, anything fun and exciting going on in your life?
No.
Excellent. We'll move on. Let's head over. I like to grab anyone who looks like they're in the middle of something. Yotts, Twitch, how you doing? See, got him.
Damn you.
That's amazing.
Got him. All right, I should know better. I'm doing great, man. Thanks. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Hey, you guys are all just like, talking to me today.
Ready to mingle. Oh,
That's
my.
right.
I don't know. Everything's pretty good. Not a whole lot's changed since last week. I'm finally getting some headway on my project car, which is very exciting. But in fixing a wheel speed sensor, I broke 3 things.
Oh, really?
So it just added to the list, where you just keep going.
So does that make you a real car mechanic now?
It does. Those are the rules.
Technically, yes, sure. If them's the rules, I don't make them.
By any chance, did doing that repair cost you $1,100?
I know, but I know what did cost you that. No, mine cost me next to nothing, which is the best part about the car so far.
I like that. That's nice. Yeah, I just
Very
had my
cool.
car in the shop and it cost me $1,100. So, it's fun.
What broke?
Let's see here. My check engine light was on. It had to do something with the unable to clear the filler neck or something like that. They had to replace some parts in the gas tank, and then one of my wheel bearings was, as they said, falling off. So they had
that's
to,
not great.
Yeah, they replaced that.
That doesn't sound like a thing that happens.
I know, right?
It's kind of sandwiched
for car
in
safety,
there.
kind of important.
I guess they said it was really loose, and I don't know. But anyway,
There's a lot of play in it. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. It was making horrendous noises for the past several months. So yeah.
Oh dear Lord. Okay.
Yeah, I've let it go.
Probably
That's not good, bro.
Yeah. And then what else did they do? Replaced all my brakes. I think they had to replace a caliper as well.
A whole caliper?
Dirty.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Yeah, one of my calipers just froze up, so they couldn't get it to work. They said it was rusted and yeah. So
Just seized. Yeah.
yep. So $1,100 later, I have my car, and it rides better than it's ever ridden before. So the work was worth it.
She's
I
a
think.
real good ride.
She is, and she's all paid for. But anyway, sorry, I just cut in on that. Anything else you got for us, Yotts?
No, man, that's it.
Sweet. Let's head over to Katiemaechen, because she's looking off to the side, so I got her.
I was ready for this.
Oh, were you?
Oh yeah. No, it's been going good. I got my new Xbox today, so I'm super stoked about that.
That's super
Oh
exciting.
yeah. I
And
know,
she
right?
still showed up tonight.
I wouldn't have blamed her if she
This is
canceled.
devotion here, No, Assassin's Creed can wait, a couple hours. But no,
Okay.
got that
We
going
all know
on.
you're secretly playing on your second monitor.
That's what she was looking to the
I have
right.
no idea what you're talking about.
She was looking over
shit.
here. She was definitely. Oh, hold on, I'm being attacked.
Oh crap! Put my hood up.
Yeah.
No. But yeah, that's about the big thing going on for me right now.
Well, that's awesome. Exciting
I know,
news.
right?
I hope you get to enjoy it later.
Yeah. We'll see how late I want to stay up. And
Let's-
how are you, good sir?
I'm doing good, besides the whole car repair thing. And I've got an exciting story for later, but you guys will have to ask me in the mid section of the show or at the end, because I can't say it now because spoilers. So, but anyway,
All right.
just remind me.
Fair
Someone
enough.
in chat remember that, please, because
Someone.
Yeah.
we're all incompetent and we won't.
Yeah.
It's true.
Let's say hello to. Oh, remove. No, I already said him. Damn.
Hi.
I already got you. It's not fair. All right, let's say hi to Luna. Luna, how's it going? I
Hi.
didn't mean to sound so down when I said that.
Yeah,
It
sure.
just-
I see
could-
how it is.
I could tell you were paying attention, so I like to catch people off guard.
Yeah, well, how you doing?
How you doing? What's up? What's good?
That's good.
Hey,
There was a little bit of
How's
Wendy
your ma?
Williams in that one. Almost.
how's your mother?
No,
Yeah.
that's your mother. Tell your mother I said hi.
Yeah.
No, things are good. Crazy busy with work this week, so this is a welcome escape, and yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty much it this week.
Yeah.
No big news. Had a quiet weekend.
That's not a bad thing.
No,
Huh.
no, it's not.
Need quiet weekends every once in a while.
It's true. It's
Awesome.
true. But yeah, I'm excited to be playing. Yeah, I really got
Cool.
nothing, which is
Cool.
weird.
Excellent. And then I am going to point it with my mouse pointer to the next and last person we got here, MandaManda.
Thank you. Just try to get it right up my nose, pointing right at my nose. That would make me really happy.
I would not do that. Ooh, I even got the little hand symbol here now. There we go.
I'm doing good. I don't remember if I mentioned it last week, but I had my first session where I was DMing last week, so that was really cool last Thursday. And that was an exciting experience. I think I did okay. So
awesome. That is super exciting.
I feel a lot more confident.
Yeah.
I heard there was a kind flayer in your campaign.
One of my players is playing like the Drizzt version, but like a mind flayer. And so it's called the kind flayer.
Aw.
And so I have a PC stat block for mind flayer to play, and so that's interesting and challenging, but fun at the same time. But the most of my players in the game, this is their first time actually playing D&D. So because I'm doing 5th edition, not Pathfinder, just because it's a little easier.
Okay, yes.
And so 3 of my players are totally new. So it's kind of like a learning experience for everybody. And my 4th player is like sort of new. It's like their second game. So we're all just kind of learning it together. And I don't know, I think I did pretty good. I feel all the butterflies are gone. So
Yeah.
I'm happy about that.
They shake out pretty quick, you know?
Yeah. But it's been good. Just, yeah.
That's super
nothing
awesome,
really exciting either. I don't know. Life's been kind of boring the last week. Other than that, that was like the highlight of my week, I think.
Wow. Hey, well, we've got another GM in the group now. So
Yay!
our numbers are exploding.
Yeah, it's a lot easier than I thought it would be. I was worried, but I also wanted to wait a really long time. And not to say like for you, I know that you've only been playing TTRPGs for a short time and you do amazing, but I wasn't confident in myself. So I've waited like almost 10 years to even try to DM or GM because I didn't have the confidence, but I think I'm doing okay.
Yeah. I have no doubts in your abilities to make a fun and exciting game for everyone.
Thank you.
Yeah. But with that finishes our
one other point of order. Merch.
Oh, look at that. Hey, look at
It's
that.
actually funny you mentioned that because I was just going to say that we have a little announcement. Manda and I had to come together and do some work on the merch store. So we have updated our merch store. So there's still tees and hoodies, but we ended up having to go with a different vendor than we originally had planned to use for various reasons. But the exciting thing about that is that means we can now offer you hoodies at a slightly cheaper price. They're now about like,
awesome.
I want to say they're like $10 cheaper now.
Wow.
So that's pretty awesome. And there's some different merchandise that we weren't able to offer before. So that's exciting. So there's exclamation point merch. It'll also like auto feed throughout the night if you want to check it out. So
Got my baseball caps yet? Flat brims?
Does it have?
we do on one of the stores. The other store. So if you go to the link where it says like for the larger size hoodies, there are hats available there. They aren't available through the other merch store.
Gotcha.
So at some point we will try to all bring it together so we can get everything under one roof. But
I'll be scoping that out. You know me and my flat brims.
I know it looks really awesome on a black hat.
Yeah. Sweet.
So,
any other exciting shared experience news we need to catch up on?
Is there? I don't know.
Exciting? Probably not. But
Oh, okay.
there's a lot of like little stuff happening behind the scenes, but there's big stuff coming.
Oh, we can't talk about that.
Wink, wink.
Oh, we can't.
Stay tuned for further details.
Yes.
Anyway, let's get started with the game. Can I get some?
They can't know we're planning things.
Yeah, geez,
Yeah.
come on. They just have to assume this is it.
We're not
This is
planning
all we got,
anything.
guys.
This is what you get.
Nothing.
This is the
We've
entirety.
exhausted all our creativity.
Yep.
Yeah.
3 weeks
This
in.
show and Tales from the Tavern. Sorry.
Oh,
All right,
nice roll.
let's get some D20s.
I got a 13.
please.
Ooh,
Wow, my map is taking up the whole darn screen.
the whole darn
Oh
screen.
my.
Oh, goodness.
16. I did
Oh,
way better than last
wow.
week.
Let's see.
All right, Markt'ov, it looks
Bruh.
like the collector gets to recap the story
So-
from last week.
Last week, we were ambushed by a bunch of people, and we started fighting them.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a guy he had his arms crossed out there. So Markt'ov's like, That's the guy. I go after him, start whacking at him. We're exchanging one-liners to each other, and then
it happened. I was there.
Then they got cowardly and just decided to, get out of here.
Right.
I couldn't handle the Markt'ov.
Nobody.
But just before that happened, there was a big old explosion in the second floor of the house, and
Osgar estate, if you will.
Yes, Osgar's estate.
Yes.
And unfortunately, Osgar's mother was just seen up there right before the explosion happened. We let's see, what is there? We go all the way up to the top. Well, Osgar and some people go up to the top. Markt'ov is still filling.
People. Oscar and
I see how it is.
Oscar and someone who doesn't matter made their way upstairs.
I don't remember the other people who went up with you.
There's one other person.
Markt'ov's filling his bag
Literally
of
just Katie.
water. And you guys, it's Isabo and Osgar.
Yeah.
Isabo, the other one.
Good point.
They went upstairs to check out what happened. The upstairs is like all on fire, and there's like a hand just like on a pillar or something
Underneath a fallen support beam. Yeah.
Right. It was down there. And that's
burning.
kind of where we ended it, if I remember.
Yeah, there was a burning support beam, and underneath it, you see a single hand sticking out that was grasping out, and then went limp. So that is exactly, it was exactly where we left off. So, you guys ready?
Let's ready.
Do it.
All right, let's do it. I have buttons to push, probably this one that says main screen. Oh, look at that. Maybe I am pro streamer. Who knows? Now, where's my mouse pointer? Let's get that back on everyone's face.
Heck yeah.
All right.
Put it on
Back to it.
There we go.
You don't get this kind of quality in other streams, folks.
You don't find this on Critical Role, that's for sure.
Cursors going at people's noses. No, you really don't.
You don't get that. You don't get that.
And
Only
we have
here.
to differentiate in some way.
Only here on the Shared Experience channel. So, yes. So we last left off with the party running to the rescue of Osgar's family, who was last seen inside the building. And while they were fighting, an explosion tore through the upper level of the house, lighting the place ablaze. The upper floors have now been consumed in fire and smoke. Our champions, Osgar and Isabo, have gone up there with buckets of water to try and find his parents, who were last seen up there. And as they get up the stairs, they see a hand. Osgar specifically sees a hand reaching out from underneath a collapsed support beam that is on fire, and it goes limp. So let's start with Osgar. What would you like to do?
Is Isabo right behind me?
She is, but she is. I believe her perception check allowed her to focus
I was
mostly
blissfully
on...
unaware. I know there's a floor and there's a fire.
Yeah, she's kind of looking at all the fire, so she's just kind of gazing around at it right now.
I'm gonna turn around, grab her wrist, and like pull her over. I'm like, you there? Grab an end. You need to help, quick. And I just kind of point in the direction of the beam.
Okay.
So this beam is on fire.
Yeah. So.
I turn back
to Oscar and be like, let's use the buckets of water to douse out the ends.
I don't care. Quick.
Okay, cool.
Let's go.
So, Bo, you're
any efforts to not burn our hands. So I just bolt to one end and
you douse it.
Yep.
Okay. And Osgar, are you doing the same? Or are you just grabbing it?
Following lead. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So you both toss your buckets of water onto alternate ends of the pillar there, and it douses the flames that are there. And I'm gonna need a strength check from both of you.
Let's do it.
Well, luckily.
20. Oh wait, no, that is not correct at all.
I was like, your strength score is 20. Holy.
I got a 19.
I got a 16.
Pretty close. All right, yeah. With those two, you guys are able to successfully add it to the list. Lift that straight off of the individual there, and you toss it aside. And there's a lot of smoke currently, so you can't quite make it out.
Well, I'm going to grab the body that is there.
Okay.
Fireman it over my shoulder.
Okay.
And head downstairs.
Give me another strength check.
Sure. That is a 12.
12. And what's your strength again? It's ridiculous, right?
19. It's a +4.
Yeah, you're easily able to just hoist that body over your shoulder. Give me a perception check. And Bo, you can give me a perception check on this one as well.
That's a 19 + 5 for 24.
All right.
Dice are with me.
I know there's a floor
Nice.
and a fire.
That's a good start. You have gained no further knowledge, Bo.
Nailed it.
But Osgar, as you hoist this body over your shoulder, you don't recognize this person. As a matter of fact, what you do recognize is that his clothing rather resembles the clothing of all those people you were just fighting.
Okay. All the same, I take it out of the immediate area of danger.
All right.
So
yeah,
I guess back into the hallway where there's just some place near, but also kind of safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I gather up the buckets and follow after him.
All right. Yeah.
Be like, let's try this again.
Do you want to head back downstairs, like away from all the smoke and fire?
Not a chance.
All right, perfect. So you
don't be crazy. I'm gonna lay him down on the floor and shout to Isabo, be like, "Hey, watch this guy. I need to find my parents. I mean, Mom, Maid, and Dad, Greg. Fuck it." And just take off running.
Where exactly are you running?
Wherever I would think that they would probably be. Like, I mean, if they have a room or so, you know what I mean, like on the upper level, wherever my heart brings me.
Okay. Roll me a perception check, and while you do that, I'm going to switch to everyone else who is downstairs, which would be Markt'ov, Evie, and Shula. Markt'ov, your
roll was a 24.
Excellent. Markt'ov, your bag of holding is definitely full of water at this point. If we didn't already say that. And
okay.
What were the other two doing?
Shula was feeling a little nervous before, so I told her to stand and like keep an eye out for anybody that may be trying to leave or escape from the scene, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, I'm outside still, outside of the explosion area, just kind of keeping watch.
Okay. Shula, roll me a perception.
Oh, sure. 12.
Okay. With that, you are able to hear shouts coming from around the other side of the building. You can't make out what is being yelled, but you do hear people yelling.
I run over there.
All right. So you begin running around the building. It sounds like it's coming from the front of the building, so it's going to take you like a few seconds to get around there.
Once I get to the side, at least, I'm more cautious. I'm trying to be quiet and just kind of pressing up against the side of the house.
Roll me stealth.
Oh, yeah, I can do that. Oh, geez. I forgot I had a bad stealth. 7 - 2 for 5.
No, that's great. I don't know. That's fantastic.
Why do I have -2?
What's your dex?
Oh, my armor. Okay.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, because my dex is 10. I was like, what?
Armor check
My armor.
penalties.
Shink, shink, shink.
Yeah.
There we go.
Exactly. As I'm like moving along the side of the building, it's just the metal is just scraping the side of the building. Yeah.
And you just like turn.
Nails on a chalkboard.
You just like turn to the fourth wall, and you're just like, I'm being very quiet. You just the whole way. So yeah, okay, you start making your way up front there. Evie and Markt'ov, what are you guys doing?
Going upstairs, my bag full of water.
All right, sloshing that about. And Evie?
I am So I told Shula to keep an eye out, and then she took off after she heard something. So I'm kind of doing this thing where I'm looking for the pigs to make sure they're still swimming happily in the pool.
They are indeed.
And because I'm very concerned about that.
As you should be.
Right. And so they're totally content. And I'm like, good pigs, stay there, pigs. I'll be right back. And I am going to take off after Shula.
Okay. Perfect.
I have no idea where she's going, but I'm going to follow her.
Okay. All right, cool. So, Markt'ov, yeah, you start making your way up the stairs, that glorious bag of water. Around this time, Osgar, you have been trying to make your way, searching through, like, where the different rooms are and stuff, fighting your way through the flames and everything. You rolled a particularly good perception, so you're able to, make your way around through the smoke and stuff pretty well. And as you look through their bedrooms and other rooms and stuff like that, you do not see anyone.
This floor is clear?
It would appear so.
Great. I'll loop back to Isabo.
Okay. And Markt'ov, you have gotten to the top of the stairs with your bag. Around you, everything seems to be on fire at this point. You do see Bo standing there, noticing that there is a floor. So
I've got a bag full of water.
Oh, that's good. 'Cause fire. I think it helps.
Do you have any buckets up here that I can dump them into?
I have 2 buckets. And I just kind of like present them, just like looking so proud of myself.
I fill the buckets.
All right, yeah, the water just pours out of that bag of holding and starts to fill it, along with the occasional item or two that you just kind of shove back in.
I dumped all my items out.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah, I specifically. There's a pile of items right next to the pool.
Okay, cool.
And I kind of looked down. I'm like, we also found this guy.
Yeah, there's a man.
Maybe we should do something with him.
You didn't think to mention that first? Huh. Well,
You just seemed like you were really busy.
I guess we just wait here, try to put out the fire. If it looks like we can't do it, then just get the hell out of here. Drag this guy along with us.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
Okay, cool. So you guys are just gonna start paling water?
Yep.
All right, perfect. Let's see here. So, Osgar, you arrive at the two of them who are standing there now. I'm going to share with you an image of this house.
Oh my!
It's not quite.
Dude,
It's not quite that
the
on
roof.
fire right now.
The roof is on fire. We might need
snap.
some
I'll
water.
need some
Wow.
But it's certainly
If it's
making
like,
Wow.
if it's like that on fire, I may just dump all the water on the fucking floor.
Yeah, I'm just like, yeah, if it's at that point, I'm just like dragging the dude behind me down the stairs with one leg, being like, nope, 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 nope.
It's about half as much as that fire, but despite your efforts of paling, the fire is growing exponentially.
I don't know. I got 31.8 gallons of water in there.
How fast can you pale that, though?
I'm just dumping it out. I'm just flipping the bag inside out. It's all coming out.
Okay, that's fine. Your stairs and hallway are very wet. And on fire?
Good. It'll take them longer to burn when they're wet.
It's true. It's true.
Mainly just the top floor that's ablaze at the moment. What's going on?
It's starting to reach its way down, like in other rooms and stuff. From when you were doing your patrols around, you've noticed the floors were on fire in some other rooms, and it's starting to make its way down the rest of the building.
Okay. I'm gonna look at them and be like, how did this happen? Like, was this magic? What was this?
I think the explosion is what did it.
I don't even answer. I just grab the guy by the scruff of the neck, not Markt'ov, of course, but the guy on the floor, and just start dragging him down the stairs. Right. And I'm gonna go in search of my parents on the lower floor.
Yeah, I drop my blood rage and I just start following after. So, golden glow goes away. I just kind of like take a deep breath and then just start trotting after him with my buckets.
Alrighty. And Markt'ov?
Yeah, I follow them down.
All right, cool. So, you guys start making your way down the very wet stairs, and the body you're dragging, Osgard, is going bump, bump, bump all the way down. We're going to go over
He had it coming.
That's true. We're going to go over to Shula and Evie. So Shula, as you expertly sneak your way around the side of the house, the yelling is getting louder and louder. You are clearly getting closer to it. Give me another perception. And Evie, you can give me a perception as well, because I know you're in pursuit.
I got an 18 on perception.
That's good. I also got an 18 on perception.
That's enough for both of you to hear the cries. Osgar! Osgar, where are you, sweetie? Osgar!
I run around the corner, realizing that it's his parents, and I approach them.
Okay, yeah. As you round the corner, they see you and Evie not too far behind. I'm assuming.
Yes, I am in hot pursuit of Shula.
Hot pursuit. You round the corner and they make eye contact and they're like, "Oh, it's Osgar's friends. Where is he?"
He was inside looking for you guys. He was worried that you guys got caught up in the fire. What the hell is going on?
I don't know. It just all of a sudden it was just an explosion. I was just going to the kitchen to make more burgers, and all of a sudden just boom! I just thought it was another thing you guys are doing, but it doesn't look like it.
Is the dad there too?
Yeah. Dad Greg's there.
Okay, that's good. Mm-hmm. I just I shrug and just say, well, follow me, because I'm sure Osgar is probably freaking out, wondering if you guys are in there. So is there like a way to get up in the house that isn't on fire? I ask the parents.
They both look at each other for a second. They look back at the burning house and they go, well, it doesn't look like the front door's on fire yet.
Okay, you stay here. You guys stay here. And we will go back inside, and whoever's inside will let them know what's going on.
Okay.
And as I say that, like, I like grit my teeth because I'm like, ooh, going inside.
So as you have that conversation, you guys have on the inside have reached the bottom of the stairs, and in the hallway in the main lobby, I guess you could say, as you reach down to the bottom of the stairs, is beginning to get thick with smoke. Osgar, you know the front door is right there. I assume anyone who actually entered this building also knows that, come to think of it.
I'd like to address them and say, oh, it's a good thing that Shula isn't here. Upstairs, there's probably a lot of bookcases that are on fire. And I look at you. I look at you
she
guys.
might appreciate that.
I look at you guys expectantly, and then I realize that none of you were there for that.
You guys are strange.
Does she really love literature?
Oh, she hates it. She thinks the bookcases talk to her and taunt her.
But then wouldn't she be happy about them burning?
I think there was a traumatic incident with a burning bookcase.
Oh, okay.
The three of you roll me a fortitude check.
All right.
Oh, good.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, 26.
13.
7.
Okay. So Markt'ov and Isabo, you are both good, but Osgar, you're starting to cough from the smoke.
I'm heading straight for the nearest exit.
Okay.
On the way, if I could like rip down some curtains or something that's not on fire.
Sure.
And drag it with me.
Yeah, there's some curtains right next to the front door there.
Yeah, I'm ripping down those curtains and taking them with me.
Okay, so you grab those
straight
curtains
out the front door.
and you rip it right down.
Right off the wall.
And at this point, I am going to have, let's see here. I have Shula and Osgar roll me initiative.
Oh.
Awesome.
Ooh,
I'm
they're
still
fighting.
outside though.
17.
11 plus 2 for 13.
All right, so
Can I one hit?
So Osgar, as
the healer too, of all people.
so Shula, as you like, you know, you had that conversation with them outside, like, the front, you can go in the front door, it's not on fire, and you're like a little reluctant, and you're like right about to like go to the front door, and as it does, as you do, Osgar just slams through the front door and comes right out in front of you, dragging a body and a curtain as well.
Do I get hit by the door?
No, you were just out of range of the door there, so it just swings open and gives you a little surprise.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
I lock eyes and say, Markt'ov, follow me.
Bo, can you handle that? I got to get all our shit that's back in the backyard.
Why is he talking? Markt'ov, the young lady, come on.
I just head out the back door.
Okay. Yeah, even though the smoke is thick, it's a pretty clear shot, like as far as you're heading to get there. So you're able to just make a straight shot out the back.
Are we in initiative?
No. I just used that initiative roll to figure out what was going to happen first. Osgar busting out of the door or you going into the front?
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, I'm glad he busted out first. As soon as I see him with a body, I run over to the body to take a look at it. And I say to Osgar, is this someone you know?
I look at him again, like kind of peel back his hood or whatever he's wearing. No idea.
Yeah, and Shula, you do recognize his attire. It's very similar to the guys you were just fighting, with a little bit of scorch marks here and there.
Drag him to the feet of my parents, and kind of drop him in the driveway.
Sure.
Who is this guy?
Your parents first. As soon as they see you, they're like, "Oh, Osgar! Oh, it's so good. Whoa, we were so scared. Who's this?
No kidding. No idea.
Where did you find him?
Upstairs.
Upstairs? That's impossible.
Look, there's a lot of weird things going on here. I'd hate to say it, but we might have to stay in the summer house this season.
I think you're right. Good thing we just had the kitchen renovated there.
Wow. I'm glad you guys made it up. What about everyone else?
Oh, the band's
Do we have
here.
Pigs.
He turns around. Your dad or Greg, as you call him.
Right.
He turns around and he goes, "Yeah, the band made it out. They're fine, and they're actually just."
Oh, thank God! Yeah.
He looks at him and like snaps his fingers and gives him a point, and they start playing the song.
Wow. I'm like looking around. The magic one. You there, and kind of pointing at Shula, who I think is named Markt'ov.
Yes. I'm sorry. My name is Shula. That's Markt'ov. He's over there, right?
This is confusing.
Markt'ov's out back.
Oh, Markt'ov is somewhere else. He's the collector.
Yeah, I'm not one for names. Can you heal this guy and wake him up long enough for me to talk to him?
Well, I think we should probably tie him up first.
What if I just punched the answers out of him?
I do cast Stabilize on him to prevent him from dying. But
as you cast Stabilize and the power of Serenray flows through your hands to stabilize, you get all of a sudden as you do it, an error message pops up in your brain. It just says error 404, life not found. I
turn to Osgar somberly. He's gone.
Yeah, he's gonna regret burning my house. I'm tying him up using the curtains.
No. I mean, he's
smacking him back
dead.
And forth.
He's super dead.
Well,
I grab
fix
Osgar's
him so
arm.
I can talk to him. I don't get it.
I can't fix him. He's beyond. He's gone. His soul has moved on to another plane.
His clothes, any insignias on it?
No.
I'm gonna like rifle him through his pockets. It's like trying to find out who he is.
Yeah. You rifle through his pockets and stuff. Let me see if you find anything on this particular one. You only find a dagger. Your standard dagger.
Okay. I just kind of chuck it aside. Nope. Flip him over. Keep going. Just for theater, but
yeah. Markt'ov, out back, you have you've busted through the back doors once again, and all your supplies are still sitting there, and the pigs are still swimming around in the pool.
All right, I put all this stuff back in the bag of holding, and then I am holding that bag of holding open, and I'm looking at the pigs like, should I put them in there? I mean, we could have bacon later because of it. Nah, I don't think so. I'm going to close up the bag of holding, put it on. I'm just going to start rifling through the bodies back here.
Sure. So yeah, there's quite a few of them, as you remember. Where is my...
It's like 7 or 8 of them, I think.
Yeah, I'll get you the information on what you find and stuff as you take your time rifling through them.
Oh, there's only 5.
Only 5 what?
Bodies.
Bodies? I thought you guys killed more than that.
Nah, I got the
You got the stats
right here.
The good
Evie
old,
got 1, Asgar got 2, Bo got 1, and Shula got 1.
good old stat keeper.
Luna
The
got
collector
2.
of statistics, one might
I was
say.
gonna say, I think I got 2.
Okay, there was 6. Anyway, we're fine.
There you go. 6. I knew it. All right, cool. I'll let you know what you find in a minute. Once I find where I kept that information.
Everything's going right in the bag of holding.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you spend some time searching all the bodies and stuff back there. Out front, your mom and dad, Osgar, are now dancing to the music as the house continues to burn. They seem rather oblivious to everything.
I'm gonna grab Osgar's arm and pull him over to the side away from the parents and the body. And I'm gonna look at him pretty sternly and I'm gonna say, what the hell is going on? Why are you being attacked? Is this normal? And why are your parents happy about your house being on fire?
I have all the same questions. I'm
Okay.
legitimately concerned for the first time in years.
Osgar,
Has this ever happened before?
knowing your parents, you know that not much phases them and they just kind of happy-go-lucky, like, hey, we're kind of rich anyway, so it doesn't really matter kind of people.
I guess they're just glad to be alive.
I understand that.
Wow.
As far as the attacks, is this normal? I know that you're kind of like a celebrity or something. Is this normal for people to come in and burn down your house and attack you?
Dave, how normal would me being harassed be?
Never to this level. I mean, you get like stickler, kind of people just like, saying you suck and stuff all the time, but you've never actually gotten any real death threats or assassination attempts or anything like that.
Yeah. No, this isn't normal. This is crazy. You guys show up and then this? I mean, who are you guys?
Well, this exact thing actually happened to 2 of our companions this morning. We had 2 other companions, and when we woke up, there were explosions out of the side of the inn that we were in, that we were staying at, and they're missing. And it was the exact, I detected some magical auras from it, and it's the exact same type of magic that was an explosion at the tavern that we were at. So there is some kind of connection. I don't know what's going on, but it's probably best if you stay with us.
Stay with you?
I mean,
Everywhere you go explodes.
No. He's not wrong.
No.
Track record would support
Where's the
that.
lie?
No. That's just today. It's just today.
Okay. One thing is bothering me. When they showed up, they were saying my name. However, they said, look, they're all together. Get them. We don't even know each other. I know none of you.
But you sent us the letter to come see you.
Well, sure. I mean, but I don't know.
Maybe the letter was intercepted.
Could be. It still made it to you.
Yeah, that's true.
This whole week has been very strange. I'm pretty done with it. Maybe I should just throw in the towel on the whole god-based adventure thing.
No, I think
I have work to get back to, really. I mean, it's going to be a big season.
Well, how about we get back with the rest of the companions, our companions,
right,
and see what everyone has to say, because this has been quite an extraordinary day.
Right.
To the backyard.
So, not Osgar, Markt'ov. Oztov? Markt'ov, as you finish searching the bodies there, you find, and I will give you the rundown, you find 226 gold between them all, 4 daggers, 2 short swords, a Tanglefoot bag, a set of thieves' tools, and 2 potions that you don't know what they are.
I've actually encountered this one before. I turned the bottle around to see the label.
It says potion of cure light wounds.
Oh, good.
Yeah. That's smart for you to check the
Nailed
label.
it.
That was very smart. Yeah.
Both of them?
Yeah, both of them say that. Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, serial numbers and all. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are the price tags still on them?
One of them, but it's kind of like half peeled off, a little worn down.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Still well within the expiration date, though.
Excellent.
Oh, good. I love it when that happens.
Yeah, yeah. I put all that in the party sheet for you.
Thanks.
Gotcha.
So are you guys gonna head around to the side, or Markt'ov? Are you gonna head around to the front, or just run away, or
I was heading around to the back.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm with Osgar.
I'm probably just gonna run away. Run away.
Run away.
Yeah,
That
I'm
makes
gonna
sense.
follow Osgar and Shula back around.
Okay.
I will
No,
do
I
the
stay.
same.
I stay and wait for them. Well, I'm probably still looting bodies as we're going through this.
Yeah.
I'm like angry stomping. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah,
Yep.
no, absolutely.
Thud, 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 thud.
So,
I
yeah,
have a 12-year-old. I absolutely know what that is.
Great.
Markt'ov,
Perfect.
roll me a perception.
Here it is. Here it is. That's gonna be a 5 - 1 for 4.
You're blissfully like just finishing up, checking up on bodies and stuff. And even though Osgar is just stomping as he rounds the building, you're not even aware of it or anything. And yeah, you round the building, Osgar and company, and you just see Markt'ov checking bodies.
I'm gonna turn around to Shula, who I'm assuming is behind me, and be like, "Are any of these alive?" And then I'll like put my hand up and be like, "Sweet Caroline," and then I wait.
Uh,
They're alive. There are some alive in there. We need to.
I'm like looking
Whoever
around
responded.
like, where the voices
Where
came
did that
from.
come from?
It came from your head mostly.
Markt'ov responded and then like looks around like, who started that?
I'm just gonna like keep on stomping over to Markt'ov, I guess.
Okay, yeah, and as you guys all pass over to Markt'ov there, particularly you, Evie, as you start to walk by the pool on your way to Markt'ov, the pigs, they start swimming over to you like jauntily. They just like see you and they're just like moving their little arms and like changing direction and to come right at you.
I'm like, come on, guys, you can do it. Let's go.
Yeah, they just
Time
paddle.
to get out.
They paddle as quick as they can right over to you. They can't get over the ledge on their own though, so they're just like bumping into the
Well,
side.
it's a good thing they're fairly small. Can I help them out of
Yeah,
the pool?
absolutely. Yeah, you scoop them up and get them out of the pool. They do a little shake to get the water
Yeah.
off of them. And, yeah, they seem pretty happy.
Yeah, I'm sure they probably are.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys are all united in the back again.
I try to gather everybody together, and once we're all physically close and paying attention, I say, so I checked the magical aura of this explosion and fire, and it's just like the one that was at the tavern this morning when Arcturus and Orion disappeared.
It's so weird though. Like, why 3 of them in one day?
Y'all were around another
Yes.
explosion?
Yeah, this morning when we woke up, our companions are
Perhaps-
actually missing.
Perhaps
Okay.
whatever made this
Was it one that-
explosion.
Was it one
Yeah.
that made the one in the inn, or 2?
What was that?
Was it 1 explosion in the inn, or 2?
It was kind of weird. You only heard one explosion, but when you investigated, there was the door and the wall were completely blown out on Arcturus's room, but
Right.
the door was still closed and intact on Orion's room, but the wall on the inside was completely blown out.
Okay.
Perhaps the same people that did this kidnapped the 2 of them, or killed them, maybe.
I have a feeling it's the same people. It's the same type of magic. I'm not sure what it was, but I can tell that it's the same aura.
Interesting.
Who did this? Who are these guys?
Your guess is
We
as
don't
good as
know.
ours at this point.
Yeah, we haven't encountered them at all. And I turned to Evie and Markt'ov, and according to Osgar, he has no experience with them either. So I don't know. I think we should get to a safe location, though.
Yeah,
I mean, did the guy who was running off and talking to Markt'ov, did he leave anything behind him? Maybe drop anything?
That's a good question.
I didn't see anything, although to be fair, I also didn't really look.
I was gonna say, if you want to look around, you can, start searching that area and give me perceptions for anyone who wants to.
Yeah, I'll go take a peek with them.
Search for treasure.
Sure.
Treasure.
Treasure.
13. That's pretty good for me.
23.
7.
16.
Oh, let's see here. So,
Oof.
Oh dear.
And then there's Markt'ov.
I'm doing other things right now, like stealing from the party sheet.
yeah.
No.
Oh, good.
So Markt'ov,
Don't do that.
as everyone starts to like go off in the direction that they ran away to like start searching, you're like, oh yeah, I'll help too, and you start searching the same bodies you've already searched, thinking they're new ones, and needless to say, you're not able to find anything on them. But Shula, yeah, you kind of like are searching around, but not. You're like just kind of really glancing back and forth, really quick to see if you see anything. Osgar and Evie, you're searching a lot more thoroughly, and Bo, you're not too far behind them, and you kind of trace where you saw them running off. You look and you look in. Could they have dumped off anything? If anything fell out of their coat, maybe it would have flew into this bush or anything like that. But you're still not able to find anything.
Well, Swiss
Nothing.
sticks. Okay.
Around this time, you hear shouts coming from the side of the building. Osgar, sweetie! Osgar!
I'm just gonna like get up and walk away and head in that direction.
Okay, it's not too far. I mean, you're searching the outskirts of your property, and it's coming from like right next to your house. And you could tell it's your mom made.
Right.
Yeah.
It's weird. Yeah, you can. Yeah. Okay.
She sees you and she's like, Osgar, come here.
Yeah.
Sweetie, there are some very nice guards up front to see you all.
Oh. Yeah, I suppose they would want to talk to us, wouldn't they?
Yeah, they said they saw the fire and they wanted to come talk to you guys when I told them you were all here. They said they knew you all. They knew all your friends.
How far are the guards away?
They're right up front.
No, as out of character, how far are they away?
They're out front of your house right now. So I mean,
like pretty close to them.
You're in the backyard. They're in the front yard.
Okay, like I'm gonna eye them up. They don't look anything like the guys who were just in the backyard, eh?
You kind of
like they're actual guards.
You kind of like lean around, and not only are they actual guards, they happen to be like Citadel guards.
Yeah, cool. I just shout like, "Can you send them back, please?" And then I just head back to the backyard.
They asked for you guys to come up front. I can tell them though.
Don't worry about it. We'll be there in a minute.
Okay.
And then I run into the backyard and just be like, guys, let's go talk to these guards. Any problem with that? Now's your chance to leave.
The guards.
Yeah,
Should be okay.
shiny armored ones.
They
Guards.
come to us sometimes.
They look important. I don't know.
As a matter of fact.
Yeah, we've done some favors for Cressida.
Yes.
Yep.
As I say, this is what one of the guards look like. You recognize anyone who's been to or is around Korvosa has definitely recognized these guards as the ones that guard. They're usually the ones that guard the primary like citadel of Korvosa, where the queen is. So they're kind of like the royal guards.
Interesting.
Well, let's go see what they have to say, because they're probably trying to come get us to go see Cressida. She probably wants something again.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't Cressida. Cressida was the head of the guard. These guys are from the castle, correct? Perhaps it's from the right hands of the queen, or whatever her name was.
Oh, I thought Cressida was right hand of the queen. My bad.
That would be Sabina, who is
Sabina.
Yes.
Yeah.
Perhaps
Oh,
it's
okay.
Sabina.
the one
That's
that
what I was thinking of.
the one that almost killed Markt'ov with the hilt of her
that
weapon.
one.
Yeah, that one. But yeah, Sabina
Yeah,
wore
sure, let's go.
Sabina wore armor very similar to these guards. So yeah.
Let's go talk to them.
All right. So you guys are all cool with going around front.
Yeah. Isabo's
Really?
just kind of like following after, trying to like fit in, being like, okay, I guess I'll. Why not? Let's go talk to him.
This is what heroes do.
Along
Yeah.
for the ride today.
It's like I should have expected something like this. Party on.
Of course. Party on. All right. Yeah. So as you guys all get together and you round to the front of the house there, you can see like several of the regular Korvosa guards are now like trying to do fire control and like paling water and like trying to control the flames and everything. But more importantly, as you round the corner, you do see a familiar face standing with 4 of those royal guards, and it is actually Cressida. She is standing there with them, and she looks at all of you and she says, "Oh, the 3 of you and Osgar? What?"
I just kind of like sheepishly go like, hi and wave.
He's part of the group now.
Part of the group. And
Part of the group.
What are you guys doing here?
Well,
This is Osgar's house.
Yeah, I know what he's doing here, but what are you guys doing here?
he sent us
Yes.
a note to come see him.
This is Osgar's house. He's part of the group now.
And I'm sorry, I don't think I'm familiar with you, short one in the back.
Isabo just kind of like pops around the side, like her sword hilt, like the only thing that's coming up above the group. She's like, I was sent here on a divine quest.
As you kind of like pop out, like her eyes kind of like light up in surprise for a second, and then the look on her face gets rather stern. And she looks at the group and she goes, "Well, I didn't want to believe it, but I have no choice given the fact that you're all here."
Why do people keep saying that?
This doesn't sound like a
What?
positive thing.
What do you guys know that I don't?
She draws her sword, and as she does, all 4 royal guards draw their swords, and she looks over at Markt'ov and goes, "Markt'ov, you're by order of the Queen, you are under arrest for the bombings of the 3 Rings Tavern, the Osgar estate, the attempted murder of Osgar's family, and the murder of Arcturus and Orion."
I take off my belt, just drop it right next to me. I take off my shield and I drop that right next to it on top of that.
I move right in front of Cressida and put my hands up and say, hey, wait. First of all, Orion and Arcturus are dead?
Well, you guys tell me. There's no evidence of them. That explosion ripped straight through there.
I know, we were trying to figure out what happened when we woke up this morning, but I assure you that Markt'ov, I mean, he's a little strange, but he did not kill anyone or do these bombings.
While keeping her focus on Markt'ov, she kind of glances over to you at the side and goes, "Are you sure of that?"
I start taking my chainmail off.
I turn to Markt'ov. Just wait a second. Wait a second.
If I'm going to be arrested, I'm going to be comfy.
I kind of like walk over to Markt'ov, assuming no one's stopping me, and kind of like, I don't know, can I like grab him by the arm or something?
You can, yeah.
Yeah, I want to like kind of pull him in close and be like, did you have anything to do with this? Like, not pull him in close in a romantic way, but more in an intimidation way. But,
you like snuggle up
Hey,
against
baby.
him and like move
Now
your hips
kiss.
in close, and you're like, Markt'ov.
It was just a funny way to say it. I had to clarify.
Absolutely not.
Do I believe him? Can I sense motive it?
You can sense motive, yeah. Get a vibe check. Yeah.
Can I get a vibe check, please?
Vibe check.
Yeah.
An 11.
That's enough to think he is telling the truth.
I'll look up at whoever these armor-clad folks are and be like, I don't know. He seems like a nice guy. Why would he blow up my house? I literally wanted to meet him here. I asked him to come here. Why would he blow up my house? Who's your detective on this? Like, what?
Listen,
It doesn't add up.
Nathaniel, I've gotten an order from the Queen, and we have considerable evidence against him. I trust, Markt'ov, that you'll come peacefully.
I'm like halfway through taking my chainmail off. I'm like, yup.
Well, hold on. There was a group of like 20 or some odd people who came in through my backyard and started fighting us. He defended me, as did all these people. If he was truly working against me and wanted to blow up my house, wouldn't he? Look, there's the corpse of one of them right here.
As you say that and you look, the corpse is gone.
Mom, Dad, what did you do with that?
Huh? I don't know, sweetie. We were dancing to the music. That was our favorite.
That's right. Okay, look, there's got to be some in the backyard then. I don't know, but what? I don't know.
We'll definitely take a look. I do want to get to the bottom of all this, but more importantly, you back there, the little one.
Yes.
I'm afraid you're also under arrest.
But I just got into town.
We've been getting a lot of suspicious reports about you, and given the circumstances, I have to take you in.
What are the charges against Bo?
Yeah, what have I done? Suspicious reports is cute, but
you were seen you were seen outside of the walls to the Osgar estate moments before this all went down, according to eyewitnesses. You've been spotted around town asking for details about him, asking where he lives, and all of a sudden we find you here after all of this.
I was looking for a mentor. I found him.
Yeah, she's on a device.
Look, all of you will have a chance to prove your innocence, but I need to take you in.
I step forward and I'd like to make a diplomacy check on Cressida.
Sure. What are you going to do?
I basically say, I look at her just kind of pleadingly and I'm just say, Cressida, I know that I haven't spent a lot of time with these guys, but I can tell you as a disciple of Serenre, I can tell you that they didn't do anything wrong. I sense no evil in them. They've been with me the whole time, and I'm being as honest and honorable as I can be to you, but you're incorrect. Somebody has set us up.
All right, give me the diplomacy check.
7 + 10 for 17.
So as you say that to her, she kind of pulls you aside for a second. She goes, look, I myself don't really believe any of it either, but I have to do it. It's an order direct from the Queen, and with the evidence we have, I have to at least take Markt'ov in. And I would like if the rest of you would come in for questioning too, and perhaps we can get to the bottom of all this.
The rest
I look
of
over
us.
at Evie.
I just kind of shrug, and I'm like, I don't know what we can do at this point. I mean,
yeah.
I want to step up to this person. What's her name? Sorry, the guard lady. Cressida.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna step up to her and go, look, guard lady, I understand we all have tough jobs. Let's say we strike a deal here. I'm going to attempt to charm her a little bit.
Okay.
I'm going to say how many autographs is it going to take to make this all just go away?
Roll me diplomacy.
Gladly.
He gonna die.
At a -2. Oh, 17.
wow.
Cressida looks at you and
What the fuck?
she goes, well, how about I get one autograph from you back at my back at my Citadel Volshniak after you testify on the events of today.
I turn to the party and go, she's pretty smart. Maybe she's on to something. I don't know. And I just kind of like walk away. I'm like, well, whatever. And I go walk over to my mom and dad and try to figure out what their plan is. I'll leave the party to do their thing with her.
Okay. So one of the royal guards approaches you, Markt'ov, with shackles, and she looks up at you, and she just like is holding the shackles there, waiting for you to put your hands out.
I'm like 3/4 of the way through taking off my thing. Just 1 minute. I tell you, I finally get it all off and I start taking off my boots.
Markt'ov, are you sure about this?
Yeah, I mean, I have justice on my side. I fully take off my boots and I'm like, all right, fine.
Did you put your sword down as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, the guard begins to put the shackles on you. And are you wearing any clothing at this point?
Yeah, I got my gambeson on, but other than that, nah.
That's
I
something.
mean, I'm free balling under there.
Yeah, that's fine. You know.
I kind of turn to Markt'ov and like I look at his bag of holding. I'm like, you want me to get all your stuff for you, man?
Sure.
There's no need.
So
We'll collect it up. And,
okay.
One of the guards.
Oh, you're
starts
going to
grabbing
collect the collector's stuff. I see.
And yeah, one of them pulls out like a bag and puts it's a regular bag, puts your bag inside of it and like marks it evidence and like seals it up. And another guard approaches Bo and says, if you'll be so kind as to come with us as well. And holding shackles.
Oh, sure. Aw. I thought I wasn't gonna have to do the shackle thing. I just kind of like dejectedly like just put out my arms.
Your weapons first?
Oh, yeah, that would make sense. So I just, take my great sword and just like hold it out and my longbow, just kind of drop it all. Just looking like just really put out. Being like, dang it, this was supposed to be fun.
I just had an image of if Evie got arrested, her disarming herself. She like pulls one dagger out of a boot, another out of a boot, another out of the coat, another out of that coat,
Yeah.
3 out of
my
the bag.
shoulder, a couple off my belt.
Yeah.
Yup.
There's a pile
You
of
better
daggers,
believe
like,
it
larger
when
than
Evie when
she is.
you better believe it when Evie came around and saw the 4 daggers in the pile. She was like, "What?"
Yeah, them daggers though. Pulls out some nail clippers, starts clipping her bear claws, like.
Just pile these on down.
Yeah.
So the guards now have Markt'ov and Bo in shackles to take them over to Citadel Volshniak, and one of the guards comes back from around the house and just walks up to Cressida and goes, "Backyard's clear." And Cressida goes, "All right," and goes over to you, Osgar, and goes, "Sorry for interrupting your conversation with your family here, but one of my guards just checked out the back and there was nothing back there. I thought you said there were people."
There were people.
There was like at least 5 bodies on the ground. There was a bear in there at one point. You would not have believed it.
I really...
Yeah, it was the weirdest thing. This bear came out of nowhere.
I like strike a pose and be like, well, obviously I dealt with it swiftly to protect my friends.
Bluff check.
So maybe you won't find that. However, there ought to be a lot of bodies.
Give me a bluff.
Okay. 1.
I don't even need to roll this, but
Yep.
yeah, Cressida definitely thinks you're bullshitting about the bear thing, that you dealt with the bear thing. But she's just like, all right, well, let's go back and take a look together then.
Okay. So as we're walking by, I'm going to be like, hey, Markt'ov, as he's like getting chained up.
Yep.
Didn't you take a bunch of stuff off those bodies? Give me any of it. I look
Sure
around
did.
on the ground where the dagger is that I took out and threw aside. Is that there?
It's not there.
It's in the bag of holding that they took.
Good. We'll search through this for evidence and see if it's in there.
Well, that can't be good.
Oh. You'll find some evidence in there.
You'll find some of our stuff in there too.
Yeah, I'm sure
Yeah.
we'll find a lot of things in this bag of holding.
There might be some water in there too.
Oh, good.
No.
No, I fixed it. I dumped it all out.
Oh, okay. Well, it might be a little damp on the inside. I don't know how that works.
That's true.
All right. Well, let's go take a look around back.
Sure.
So Cressida leads the way with Osgard and anyone else going with him.
I'll go.
Okay.
I'll
And
go.
Markt'ov and Bo, you don't have a choice. You have to stay up front.
Yeah.
Dang.
I mean, I guess you do have a choice. You could try to break out of the shackles or run away from the guards? It's
No, like I just turn around to my guard. I'm like, can we follow after them?
We're gonna stay up here.
Okay.
Is it
That
possible
seems fair.
when we're walking, is it possible for me and Evie to be behind? Like, are the guards going to require presence behind us?
No, they're not setting any rules for you guys.
When we start walking, I grab Evie and pull her back, and I want to walk behind the group.
Okay.
And as everyone's walking, I would like to detect magic on the group. I'm sure they have magical weapons, but that's not what I'm looking for.
Sure. Yeah, so you're gonna detect magic on them, on the guards and everything?
Yeah, not Markt'ov or Bo, but Cressida and the guards.
Okay. So as you do that, you do, sense several magical auras, but the auras seem to be strictly on their weapons or in their bags that they're carrying.
I lean into Evie and I say, I can't believe this is happening. This has been like one of the worst days ever. Apparently Arcturus and Orion are dead, and now they're taking Markt'ov and Bo in. I mean, I don't even know Bo that well, but I don't get the sense that she's evil.
I don't think that either of them did anything. I mean, I really don't. I don't have a good sense of Isabo at all, but I mean, do you really think she could have taken on Arcturus and Orion on her own?
Yeah. I don't know. It's a really tough situation, but we need to really mind our P's and Q's here and just kind of let's just play along with the situation, and when the time is right, we can figure out a plan, because this is not going down right. I'm pretty sure someone is, I don't know, framing us or lying. Something's happening though.
Yeah, I don't think Markt'ov had anything to do with it. I mean, I know that he and Arcturus had some issues, but I don't think they were that severe.
Right.
And Orion got along with everybody. So
as you guys keep talking there, you've now rounded to the back, and as you look around, there is nothing there. There's no bodies. I mean, there's the pool and like the walls and things like that, but there's no bodies.
that's the weirdest thing. Are the pigs still back there?
Yes.
Excellent.
One of them has gone to sleep underneath a chair, and the other one is nibbling on the wall.
I'm like, hey, come here. And I like offer it some leftover hamburgers.
Yeah, and it just kind of like clogs on over with its little hooves.
Don't eat the wall. There were definitely like 6 bodies back here.
Yeah.
Well, where are they?
Your guess is as good as mine. I mean, we fought them. I fought them like myself.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have my guards come and inspect more once they get this building put out. But for now, would you guys be willing to come with us back to Citadel Volshniak for some questions?
I look at Evie to like see what she has to say first.
I mean, we have nothing to hide. So
Yeah.
I think you have the wrong people, but we have nothing to hide.
Well,
Yeah.
between you and me, I hope I have the wrong people as well. But you do understand my orders.
I'm gonna turn to her and be like, "Look, you're wasting your time. I mean, the people who did this to my house, and I guess an inn in town, they're still out there, and you're arresting us. This is a waste of our time."
Trust me, I have over 700 guards in this city that are on vigilant guard ever since everything started happening here with the riots and the king passing. We are keeping eyes on everything, and if it wasn't Markt'ov or Isabo, I will find them.
Well, we appreciate you, Cressida, for at least trying to keep a more neutral attitude, because I just know that this is wrong.
Well, hopefully some of the questions I ask you back at the Citadel will get us answers. And I also have to ask you about a couple of other things too. And she kind of like glances at the guard for a second while she says that, and then glances back.
Okay.
So yeah, let's head back up front and let's get a move on.
Is she gonna ask it now?
Doesn't look it.
Okay. I guess we follow then.
All right. So as you guys round to the front, she stops over to Osgar's parents, Greg, mom, maid, and she talks to both of them and says, "Hey, you know, if I obviously know you guys need somewhere to stay, and I've got connections at quite a few places. There's an inn not too far from here. I'll put you guys up in there for now until we can get to the bottom of this." And they just respond. They're like, "Oh, no, it's okay. We've got another house, you know, over on the other side. You know, we'll just go there for now." She's like, "Okay, well, if you need anything, I'll be at Citadel Volshek, and your son Nathaniel's gonna come with us, okay?" And they're like, "Oh, okay. He's such a fun boy. You guys have fun with your games." And she like waves as her and your dad start to like walk off, and they're like, "Okay, bye, Nathaniel."
Okay, bye.
At this point, I raise up my manacled hands. It's like, thanks for the burgers.
Oh, you're so kind. You're welcome anytime if you're not jailed forever.
Fingers crossed.
I just feel like I'll see you soon, I guess. Yeah.
All right.
Don't explode, please.
Oh, I don't think that'll be happening.
Okay.
So yeah, they start heading off, and the band follows them, still playing songs. And Cressida is like, "All right, let's head out." And as you guys get to the main street, there is a carriage there actually for all of you to get into.
A carriage?
Yes.
I get in.
All right, excellent. Yeah, and Cressida gets in as well. Two of the guards will get on horseback next to it, and you know, they're going to be riding themselves as an escort, and they start heading off to the east. I made some modifications to the city map when I shared it with you guys. I don't know if you guys can see. I made some like points that you might be able to see on there.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Green pins.
Yeah.
Oh,
little
I
pins.
like that.
Yeah. So, yeah, you should be able to
That's
see
super
them.
helpful.
Exactly. So, you currently are at like one of the lower left ones that says Osgar's home. And let's see here. You are going to head east on this horseback and carriage to Citadel Volshniak, which I still have a pointer pointing at it, but there is also a marker. So yeah, they roll out there, and it's kind of a quiet ride from Cressida. She just kind of like sits there watching you guys with another guard in the carriage with you. Do you guys want to do anything while you're being all driven back there?
I'll look around at all of them and be like, guys, being an adventurer kind of sucks.
I just look at him like, dude, you're not lying. If I would have known this would have involved getting arrested like first day, I would have just stayed with my family.
So as you kind of mentioned how being an adventurer kind of sucks, Cressida raises an eyebrow at that, but then swiftly like turns her attention away.
What do you mean?
She kind of like does one of these. She's just like, oh wait, let me look at the camera when I do it. Just like a swift little look up, raise an eyebrow, and then looks back down. That's it.
Are we all just in this thing?
Yeah. It's
Just
a big
chilling?
one. It's a big one, yeah. Yeah, I mean, Markt'ov and Bo are shackled up, and there's a guard sitting right next to him, and yeah. But yeah, the ride goes on, and you guys arrive at the Citadel after maybe like 10, 15 minutes or so. And as the guards start to get out, they one of them grabs a hold of Markt'ov, the other one grabs a hold of Bo, and they are escorted inside. Cressida asks the other three of you. She looks at you guys and she goes, well, if you don't mind, I'll escort you over to my office and I'll ask you guys some questions about what happened, okay?
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So she escorts you over to her office, and she pulls up some chairs. She says, make yourselves at home. In order to make sure I get accurate stories, I am going to be talking to each of you one-on-one, just so you're aware.
I guess if that's what we gotta do.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
See.
Well, give me 1 minute. I'm just going to go grab another guard to, watch along with us while I ask you questions, and I'm gonna make sure Markt'ov and Isabo are treated fairly. All right, and I'll be right back. So she walks out of the office and heads over to talk to Markt'ov and Bo, who are currently being thrown into a cell, not together. So Markt'ov, yeah, you're put in there. They also throw some other clothes in there, some underwear, some pants, stuff like that. If you want to change, but they're like it's not necessary. We just thought you might be more comfortable.
No, I'm comfortable as is.
Excellent. All right. Well, then we'll just take these back and they take the shackles off of you and close you into a jail cell. And Bo, they do the same with you. They put you into a cell and they take the shackles off and they lock you in, and they go, Cressida should be along soon to ask you guys questions. So sit tight. Good stuff. And they walk out.
Yeah, just kind of, rub my wrists and just kind of find the softest corner of the jail cell and just pop a squat.
Yeah. So,
Hello, can you hear me?
You can indeed hear him.
Yes, I can hear you, Markt'ov.
Do one of two things when they ask you questions. Number one, just don't say anything at all, period. Number two, make up the most insane story you've ever came up with in your life. Those are the only two options you should do. Do not ever tell them anything.
Okay.
This is gonna go well.
Yeah, like the wheels are just kind of turning in my head, being like, what is the craziest thing I can think of?
So, as you guys, are getting comfortable in yourselves, Cressida comes in and she enters the area and she goes up to Isabo's cage. I was gonna say cell first, and goes up to Isabo and through the bars says to her, "You're not from around here, are you?"
Isabo kind of it looks like she's straining really hard for a second, and yes.
Okay. Seems to be a little bit of a language barrier. Is there a different language you speak or something, or?
Habla español?
Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Parle français?
Not familiar with any of these languages.
Oh my.
Basically, you are under arrest right now because we think you did bad things. Do you understand that?
Like triple homicide bad things, or just
Oh, okay. So you
stealing things?
You do understand. Okay. Well, we think you might have had something to do with the explosion that happened. The one that you were there for, right? Look, here, don't answer any questions. I've got a lawyer for you and Markt'ov. I'm going to bring him in. He will help you guys answer my questions, okay?
I refuse counsel.
I wasn't talking to you yet, Markt'ov.
I'll be my own counsel. Thank you very much.
Okay. Well,
I
then...
just yelled, "That's the wildest thing you could think of."
Oh, just wait.
Jesus. The next 8 episodes are court proceedings. Tonight, discovery.
All right.
The prosecution presents this evidence.
Is Bo competent to stand trial?
Well, I'll be back in a little bit with your lawyer, Bo. And Markt'ov, we're going to talk to you as well, and you are refusing counsel?
I'm not refusing counsel. I will act as my own counsel.
You act as your own counsel. Okay. All right. Very well. I'm going to go talk to your companions and Osgar, and we're going to sort this all out. Find out what's what. All right? Excellent. All right, good. And she walks away. And as she walks out, she passes by the guard who's going to be like watching over you guys, and she's like, "They don't answer stuff very well, do they?" And the guard's like, "No, not really. We tried saying a couple things to them, and they just kind of like sat there." She's like, "Well, they're probably nervous about saying the wrong thing." Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. All right, well, I'll keep an eye on them. And Cressida's like, "Yeah, we'll be back soon." And she walks out. And before we proceed any further, we are going to take a little mid-show break. So we are going to take 5 minutes to go free the pee, get some drinks, stretch the legs, for me, play with the cat, get some of her energy out, all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, we will see you guys shortly. See you in 5 minutes. Alrighty, everyone, thanks for hanging out and waiting for us to come back. We are back. And yes, thank you, Optimus Subprime Mortgage, for reminding me about that juicy story. So yeah, it was pretty funny, actually. Basically what happened was I was filling out my time card for work today, and I'm putting in my job codes and assigning my hours, and I'm like, okay, 2 hours on this project, 2 hours on this project, etc., etc. And at the same time, I was kind of writing some story for tonight. I was actually in the middle of writing up the charges against Markt'ov, and I was like moving it around on my document, so I like copied and pasted some sections. Then I went back to my timesheet and I was like copying and pasting job codes that I worked on multiple days, and then I forgot what I had in the clipboard, so I just pasted and then saved one of my jobs. And on my time card, for a split second, it said that I spent 2 hours last week on Friday on the murder of Osgar's family. So
I mean, where's the lie?
Nice.
yeah, I was like, whoops, I don't think they'll pay me for that. But
No, probably not.
whoops. So yeah, I didn't want to say that before the show because it could have been spoilers. So
True.
But yeah, that was some excitement earlier today in my day. I like pasted it, saved it, and then I looked back at it and I was like, huh, I spent 2 hours last week on the murder of Osgar's family. Whoops. Yeah, technically true, but not through my actual work. So yeah, got that corrected. We're all good to go now. But yeah, what were the poll results? I didn't quite catch them.
I have them. So 6 people, or 35%, voted no, nobody did it. 5 people voted that Markt'ov did it, but not Isabo.
Okay.
4 people said yes, they both did it.
All
and
right.
2 people voted Isabo, but not Markt'ov.
I think that means majority says that Markt'ov did it. So
Yep,
yeah,
Dang.
Technically.
excellent. Yeah. All right. Cool.
I did it.
Markt'ov, he did it.
You all caught me.
Well,
let's take a moment to remind the chat that they are in fact the jury in the upcoming trial.
Right.
they are.
Surprise!
So leave your biases at the door, but you did just technically convict them, so thank you.
Yeah, and I love how we did the vote, the jury ruling before we even visited the evidence or anything. So thank you
It's
for
great.
that. That's due process.
Easy.
Yeah. All right, Markt'ov, you are forever jailed. And
That's fair.
what I'm gonna
I think
have
I'm
you
gonna
do?
start posting the poll results into our show clips channel on Discord.
Oh, that'd be good. Yeah,
That's a good idea.
I think that'd be fun.
I like that.
Great idea.
So Markt'ov, what I'm gonna have you do for now and the rest of 50 Shades of Crimson is I'm gonna have you show up to the show each week. I'm just gonna put some bars in front of your picture, and I need you to not talk or do anything for every episode. Okay.
Makes sense.
All right. Perfect. I mean,
way
we
she
still don't
goes.
know. Just depending on how these conversations and the evidence goes, that might actually be the scenario we rock with. So, yeah. All right. Well, you guys ready to get back into it?
Let's do it.
Heck yeah.
Let's do it. Let's do it. All right.
Do it.
You'll also notice on the whatchamacallit, the stat block down below, I did indeed include players' levels now and their class over there
I like it.
and over there.
Those,
So
those stat
Nice.
blocks look fantastic.
I also just like making this
Yep.
pose. So
Dirt.
my go-to pose.
Dirt, dirt, dirt,
Yeah.
dirt, 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 dirt.
Somewhere
Yeah.
on the screen below me.
Ah, look there. A kitty.
Oh, kitty cat. That's even better.
I would love to show you one and or both of my kitties, but they're both over there and they're asleep within 5 feet of each other, which is a miracle. So I'm
Wow.
gonna let them be.
Yeah. Let lying dogs lie, right?
Something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. Yeah. I'm good with phrases.
Yeah. Words are your friend.
Words are friend.
Not
Words is hard.
So yeah, let's see where we leave off. Yes, Cressida was just leaving. There's my cat. Hello. Cressida was just leaving the jail cells and heading back to the rest of the party. And as she comes walking into the room, she looks at all of you and says, "All right, who would like to chat first?"
I'm just gonna stand up and like look at both of them, and then just like
Oh.
start walking forward.
Oh no! Hold on, my cat is walking across the keyboard. Oh no!
Oh no! Scene change.
Exactly what he was thinking.
Oh dear.
Oh my gosh.
Ada, we love you,
I
but
saw
Yeah.
that.
A for effort, Ada.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
No.
Ada's trying to get us kicked
Can
off.
you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear it.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. I've also got I've got HTML code on my screen. I've got a Google Chrome help on my screen here. How do I exit? She put it in full screen. How do I?
Oh my god.
F11.
Alt
F11.
F4.
Okay.
Or
That's she
the stream
maximized
goes
my
down.
Twitch chat window and full screened it. Hold
really
on.
wanted you to see what everybody was saying.
Oh my lord, there's so much.
She's really overachieving with that, man.
I just everything looks right now. Okay, I think I got everything back to where it was. Yeah, sorry anyone who saw the map and the game chat just turn into HTML code for a minute there. You can blame my cat. So everything's sorted. Where'd I leave off? Oh yeah, so she was asking which of you would like to go first?
Yeah, so I kind of stand up and look at the other two, and then start walking forward.
Okay. So you're walking towards Cressida?
Yep.
And she looks at you and she goes, "So, Nathaniel, you would like to go first?"
Yeah, let's go for it.
All right. Come with me. And she takes you out of the room and goes down the hall and into another room where there is a table, 2 chairs, and a one of the city guards standing in the corner. And she looks at you and she says, "Take a seat."
Sure. I like kind of pop down and then like lean back, like bounce, get on the back 2 legs.
Okay. All right. You're the cool kid in school. I got it. So
Yeah.
she sits down at the other seat across the table, and she looks at you and she says, "So, tell me what happened. Tell me about today."
So I've calmed down a bit at this point. So I look at her and I'm like, bruh, that was crazy.
Mhm,
Like I
mhm.
said, there was like 20 guys, and they jumped in over the fence and like they said, well, they were like shouting my name and everything. It was crazy. And
Okay, hold on. Wait. I just want to. So you started off your day with 20 guys jumping over your fence and shouting your name.
well, no, I mean we had this dope ass pool party, and like we were having hamburgers.
So hold on. So wait, you were having a dope ass pool party with 20 guys and having
well, if you're
hamburgers.
gonna make notes, like, can you make sure that everyone knows it was like pretty dope?
She looks over at the other guard and just gives a nod, and the guard's like, okay,
cool.
You see him
So,
scribble.
like, look, I'm gonna be straight with you. I don't even know these people out there, but I had this whole, and then I like contemplate whether I should try to describe the god visitation experience, and I'm just like, yeah. So anyway, I wanted to meet them. They're adventurers in town, and I don't know. It seems like you know them or something, but they seem cool to me. But my house kind of blew up, so we got to do something about that.
Okay, hold on. I mean, all right, let's start at the top of your day. How did you come to meet?
So I woke up and I made some toast.
Okay.
And I was
good.
hanging out, and
okay, so you made
and then
toast
I just go
and
on
hang out.
monotonously explaining a whole lot of insignificant details.
Yeah, and she listens to every single one of them. She's just like, okay, so how did you meet Markt'ov, Evie, and Shula?
Well, I sent them a letter.
Why did you send them a letter?
Well, I wanted to meet the adventurers in town. I'm pursuing some new character development, and I'd really like to live in the boots of a proper adventurer to bring that to the next gladiator season.
That's something.
I want to spread my glory far and wide and have more people love Oscar as a character.
Osgar, I'm gonna be straight with you, and this is as a person to person here.
Sure.
Not a lot of people know, but I used to be an adventurer myself, and I'll tell you, they were some of the best years of my life. But it's dangerous, and I've seen you in action. Are you sure you want to do this?
Oh, yeah, I can punch people real hard.
Okay, I do believe that, actually.
Well, I mean, how bad could it be?
But what made you want to get in touch with this particular crew, especially Markt'ov?
Well, I like plop the chair down onto the front two legs and like put my elbows on the table and like lean in real close.
Mm-hmm.
And
She
be
leans
like,
into
all right. And then I go on to explain I'm like, so this god came down? On
Really?
the balcony? Like, yeah, like, so there I am. Whiskey, cigar, right?
Okay.
Great night.
Mhm.
Cloud opens.
Mhm.
Rays of light coming down.
Right.
And there's this figure there in front of me. And he's
Okay.
like, hey, you're just the man I need.
Really?
And basically told me to meet Markt'ov and to become an adventurer.
Who was it?
I refuse to tell you. You'll have to arrest me.
She looks over at the guard, looks back at you, and says, well, I don't think that's an offense I can arrest you for, but...
Oh, thank God. Whoever that was.
But
I mean...
I do want to remind you that this is going to prove whether or not, Markt'ov and Bo had anything to do with this and need any details.
Look, I can't remember. Oh my God, it's super embarrassing. I know.
Wait,
why
so
is everyone picking on me for
you
it?
were visited by a deity and you don't remember who?
That's a fancy word for it. I can remember that.
Lord.
Yeah, no idea. It's pretty faded, bro.
Okay, so all right, so you were visited by a mysterious light, and it told you to hang out with Markt'ov and company. So you did what?
I wrote him a letter.
You wrote him a
I mean,
letter.
I didn't write them a letter. My dad did, but well,
Your dad wrote them a letter. Okay,
yeah, on behalf of me.
gotcha.
And then we gave it to the mail guy, and I
Okay.
mean, I don't know, 2-3 days later or something.
Okay, yeah, and
It was pretty quick.
all right. So then they got your letter and came over.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
it was great.
What happened?
So back to
then?
that backyard scene. Yeah. Okay. So we're hanging out and we're having like the dopest pool party ever. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Yeah.
And like the music's going. It was great. You had to be there, but don't worry about it.
I
So-
was there at the tail end of it.
Well, yeah, okay. Well, it got really bad then, but I mean, you kind of missed the whole vibe. It threw everything off. It
Okay.
wasn't cool anymore. So we hear shouting,
Mm-hmm.
and it they're like, Oscar, and I'm like, oh, more adoring fans, how cute. And so I go out to see, and then these dudes just like hopping down over my fence.
Really?
And that's not cool. It wasn't even Eric just doing that like whole thing we were doing. I don't know if you ever saw that. That's pretty good.
Eric?
You know Eric. We work together.
Someone you work with. Okay.
Yeah. But anyway, it wasn't him. He was there earlier, but now he's gone. And, it's all good.
Okay. All right. Let's go on. Let's carry on.
All right. So they're like, Oscar, and we go up back, and yeah. But then they kind of recognized everyone else too. So I don't know what the heck's going on here.
Wait, who recognized everyone?
I don't know, some cranky looking dude, and he was in the gate, and then all these other guys were kind of like under his command or something. I don't know.
Cranky looking dude. Can you describe
he's
him
like all
anymore?
arms crossed. Like I do like my best impression.
Okay. Oh, impressive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm quite an actor. But well,
true. So a cranky looking dude showed up with 20 other dudes, you say? And,
yeah. I mean, give or take.
Okay, and they partied with you?
No, we like fought them all. I mean, I fought them all, but like they were really helpful. And the one that one of them heals. It was wild.
Wait, why did you fight them?
Because they wanted to, I don't know, fight us or kill us or whatever.
Oh, so these people showed up.
It was pretty lame. It was like a total damper on the night, dude.
So these people showed up and tried to attack you.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like, oh, look, they're all in one place together. Get them. And I'm like, together? I just met these people. What are you talking about? Anyway, they're pretty chill. I don't know. I think you'll like, I don't think it's them.
Okay. So you say that you invited them over and you met them, and then on the chance that they all were there, you were suddenly attacked by approximately 20 people, give or take, and a grumpy looking dude. And then how did the house burn?
Oh, that's the weirdest thing. It like just kind of blew up.
Just kind of blew up.
Yeah.
Okay.
The lady outside there, Shula, she said it was the same as their like hotel or whatever they're staying at.
Yeah, the tavern. We also had a similar incident happen there last night.
Yeah, so she like does magic stuff, right? And she's got the craziest hands. Don't ask her about those. Trust me, dude. So anyway, like she like puts her hands out and she can like tell if there's magic around, and she got the same vibes, you know what I'm saying? Like she was like, yeah, this is totally the same stuff, dude.
Okay. Well, I'll certainly ask her about that. Now, I have a question for you though.
Yeah.
Don't you find it weird that the three of them just came from a place where there was an explosion, and now they show up at your place and there's another explosion?
It took me a while to put that one together, right? But when they asked me to go with them, I was kind of like, but everywhere you go explodes, so that's probably a bad idea for me. My insurance will surely go up.
Without a doubt.
Well, of course. However, I don't know. I kind of believe the Markt'ov guy. I don't know. I asked him. He said he didn't. So like, he's pretty chill.
But what makes you believe him? What makes you think that they didn't do it to the Three Rings Tavern and then come over and blow up your place as well?
I don't know. They were just pretty cool. Like, wouldn't they have maybe attacked me at my door and not waited to blow up my house later? That's pretty rude.
All depends on what their motive was.
They don't have beef with my folks, right?
As far as I've worked with them in the past, and I've known them to be good people. It's just I need to figure out something that will let me, get them off the hook here. So if you've got anything,
if you want to like talk to talk to my parents, they saw the people through the window, and they like could maybe be like a character witness or whatnot,
I'll certainly have my guards talk to them as well.
Yeah.
Oh, is there anything else you want to tell me?
Nah. I don't know.
Okay. well, if you think of anything else, I'll still be here, and you are more than welcome to, talk to us anytime.
Cool. On my way out the door, I'll like flip open a wallet and like take out a card and like slide it across the table. And then I'll be like, wait, no, that has my old. Oh no. And I scratch out the address. And I'm like, just, yeah, find me if you need me.
Thanks, Osgar. As she reads it and puts it in her pocket and says, let's leave. And she gets up and opens the door for you and leads you back to the other room. And before she enters the other room, she goes, Osgar, I actually, on second thought, I'm going to have you go to a different room, okay?
A different room?
Yes.
Is it like a special room?
No, it's just another room. It's actually where the guards take a break, but I'm going to let you sit in there, okay?
Oh, cool. Do you have snacks?
There are some snacks in there, yeah.
Great.
Feel free to help yourself.
Ooh.
All right. And she takes you down the hall a little bit more and brings you into the guards break room. There's like a guard or two in there like taking a break, and there are plenty of little snacks and stuff, and plenty of water, hydrating beverages, things like that. So she just says hi to them real quick. She's like, hey, this is Osgar. I just got done chatting with him. I got 2 more people to chat with. Just keep an eye on them, all right? They're like, yep, absolutely, sure thing, boss. And they welcome you in.
Cool. I like just pull up a chair and be like, sup, bros.
Yeah, they're like, sup, dude?
Like,
hey, you're Osgar, aren't you?
Yeah, totally.
Oh, dude, I loved you last season. That was amazing.
It was pretty wild. What was your favorite one?
Oh, dude, I liked when you did the one-on-one with the other guy, the other beefy dude, real tall guy. What's his name?
Oh, dude, yeah.
I can't remember, but you did that like finishing move on him. You were down the whole time, and then boom, out of nowhere, came back.
Sometimes it changes in a second.
Great stuff, man.
Pro gladiatory tip for you boys: get hit less than you hit the other person.
Dude, that's amazing.
It's wild.
So they just keep shooting the shit with you.
I always try to do that.
They just proceed to shoot the shit with you there. And
okay, cool.
Cressida heads back and goes back into her office. She opens the door and she says, Shula, if I may.
All right.
Come with me. And she leads you out and takes you over to a room and opens the door. And in there is a guard standing in the corner. He's got like a notepad and there's a table with 2 chairs. And she says, help yourself to a chair.
I do.
All right. And she takes the opposite chair and she sits down and she goes, okay, Shula, start with the beginning of your day. What happened at the Three Rings Tavern?
Well, I had a really weird dream, but I think that's besides the point. I'll start after that.
Hold on, wait. I mean, any detail could be important.
No. Well, I don't know. Anyway, I had this dream. I have this sometimes, okay, and I get like kind of quiet. Is there a guard in there?
There's one guard in the corner with a notepad.
I just kind of like get really quiet and I say, sometimes bookcases talk to me. And I just say it really fast like that.
Okay, go on.
And I had a dream about one, and it was strange. And when I woke up, the bookcase in my room was chained.
And you didn't put the chains there?
No. But Go ahead.
Did you own chains?
No.
So chains just showed up in your room and on the bookcase?
Yes, but
And this bookcase talks to you?
well, not just this bookcase. A lot of bookcases talk to me.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Go on.
So, anyway, I don't think the dream has anything to do with it. And after I woke up, I prayed to Serenre, and it seemed that it was actually a divine gift from her. So I'm very thankful for that. I don't think it's related. But after that, I walked out of my room, and there was a huge hole. There had been a huge explosion in the rooms where Orion and Arcturus had been. I detected some magical auras, but I could not ascertain what kind of aura, but it definitely was of magical origin.
Okay.
And yeah, so then we got a note from Osgar to come see him, and we kind of hurried out of the tavern before the owner, I forget her name, but she was pissed off. I tried to talk to her and she wasn't very happy.
So before we move on from that part, I have a couple questions specifically about what Markt'ov was doing during this. So you said you came out of your room and you saw the explosion. Where was Markt'ov during this?
I believe he had just come out of his room at the same time.
Okay, so you saw him there as you exited your room, right?
I don't remember if he was already out of the room or not. He might have not already been out yet.
But you did see him upon exiting your room. You're just not sure whether he was already in the hallway or whether he was coming out of his room or whether he came out shortly after. But you did see him after exiting your room.
Well, yes. I mean, he was staying in the tavern, but so was I. So was Evie.
And she was there as well?
Yes, Evie was there. We were all staying there. I mean, you guys put us up there,
right.
So that's where we're staying.
Obviously need to confirm. That's all. But okay, so the three of you were together when you saw what had happened?
Yeah.
And what did you do when you saw what had happened?
Well, like I said, I detected some magical auras, tried to ascertain what that was, couldn't figure it out. And then while we were trying to figure all of that out, someone came upstairs. I think the barkeep came upstairs with a note saying from Osgar to go visit him.
Mm-hmm. And what was Markt'ov doing during all this?
Jeez, what was Markt'ov doing out of character? I'm trying to remember.
I believe his exact words. I believe his exact words at first were like, "Oh well," and then like.
I know, I'm omitting that part. I'm not putting that in the interview. I'm not letting her know that
right.
part.
Fair
enough. He jumped out.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
My bad. Okay, back in character.
Yeah.
He actually jumped out of the hole that was created, the explosion, and I think he just really wanted to figure things out.
Why would he jump out of the hole?
Because he's silly. I don't know.
You don't find that at all suspicious?
I think for a moment. I mean, no, I guess not. I mean, Markt'ov does a lot of weird things that I guess I could question, but I've seen a lot of weird stuff in my time, so as long as it's not hurting anybody.
Okay. Well, go on. So he jumps out the side after you guys get a note. So what do you do?
Well, I go to talk to the owner of the tavern because she's blaming us for the explosion, and I'm like, no, we didn't do this. And I tried to calm her down, but I don't know. I just woke up, so I guess, and from a nightmare, no less. So I guess I wasn't being very friendly.
So where were you talking to the owner of the tavern?
On the stairs or at the end of the stairs. One of those two things.
Okay. So she didn't see Markt'ov at all?
I think he was and then when I say that, I stop and don't continue. I'm not sure.
You're not sure about what?
I don't know if she saw him.
Okay. Did she say anything about him?
Well, I mean, she kind of lumped us all together and thought that the three of us had something to do with it, so.
Okay.
I mean, if she was pinpointing him directly, I don't recall her saying that to me.
But she spoke mainly to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is she the one who accused us?
Well,
or accused him, I mean?
She did tell me a couple of things, which I want to ask you about. if I may.
All right. I suppose so.
First and foremost, she tells me that the two of them didn't get along very well. Do you know anything about that?
I laugh when recalling the memory of the smashed potatoes. Markt'ov just kind of walks to the beat of his own drum. And, you know, he was teaching the person that works there, how to make smashed potatoes. And, you know, that person, being of lesser intellect, just decided to smash them against walls and things. So he made kind of a mess. Not Markt'ov, the barkeep.
But Markt'ov taught this barkeep.
Kind of, but he was just trying to teach him a new recipe, and he wasn't trying to have him smash it on the walls.
Okay. And you think that's the reason they didn't get along?
I assume as much. I think that Markt'ov is a little, like I said, he's a little strange, and this lady seems a little uptight.
So, knowing that they didn't get along, do you think that would be motive for him to destroy part of her establishment? I mean, word on the street is that Markt'ov and Arcturus often butted heads as well.
Yeah, but I mean, Markt'ov is a paladin of multiple good deities. I, obviously being a disciple of deity myself, I do not find that someone of Markt'ov's caliber would actually really go out of his way to harm someone like that. I mean, he several days ago when we were fighting off the Spider King, I think he made a deal about, you know, or no, maybe it was before that. There was someone we were fighting. We fought a lot of people over the last few days. And Markt'ov even, you know, didn't want to senselessly murder this person. I just, his morals are in a good place.
I have another question for you. What deities does Markt'ov praise?
Oh my goodness. What is, it begins with an O?
Well,
Iomade.
Iomade. No, that's an I. I'm sorry.
Kid and Kelly and Abadar.
Yes, I repeat these to her.
And there's also Norgavor, which you would know is not a good deity.
I didn't know that one, so I only say Iomade and the one
Kid and Kelly.
Yeah, because that's Bo is also
one.
affiliated.
He talks about Caden Kalian a lot.
Yeah, but I'd never heard him actually say the other one. Out of character, I'm saying that.
I'm just curious because I've heard reports from other people that he's offered praises to Norgavor as well.
Norgavor? I highly doubt that, but I mean, I don't really know him. Like, we all just kind of met not that long ago.
By the way, is that a bluff?
No, I actually, as a person in character, I had no idea that was one of his deities.
Fair enough.
So she truly didn't know, because I don't think he's ever said it.
I don't know. Markt'ov, have you said it? I think you've said it.
I've never said that I pray to Norgavor.
I don't believe he said it in character.
Yeah, no, like that was like one of my morning things. I was just like, oh, and Norgavor, you're there.
Okay.
Yeah, no, she really didn't think or doesn't think that he does.
Okay. Cool. She's like, okay. I want to sense motive on that, what she said. Sure.
5 + 5 for 10.
Think she's telling the truth? That she's heard that?
Question mark? Alrighty.
So okay. So you talked to Thayanas, the owner, and she was obviously upset and everything. And what did you guys do after that?
Well, we weren't really sure what to do. I think probably the three of us were in a state of shock, so we decided to go visit Osgar. Maybe they were with him. And then everything just kind of happened so fast. You know, we went to Osgar's.
So I just want to back it up for a second. After you left the tavern, you reunited with Markt'ov, who had previously jumped out of the side of the building?
Yeah, I think he he knew that the tavern owner was mad. So I think he just jumped out to avoid talking to her, but not because he's guilty, but because he didn't want to be falsely accused.
But you could see how that might look suspicious, right?
Yeah, I guess.
All right. So you guys reunite and you head over to Osgar's because you received the summons, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then what happened?
Well, we thought maybe Arcturus and Orion were there. They were not. And we get there, we just begin introductions, and then Bo shows up, and everything just kind of went so fast. Some other people showed up.
So
they attacked us.
So Bo just randomly showed up while you guys showed up there. It was the three of you, Evie, and Markt'ov going over to Osgar's, and then Bo just shows up.
Yes, she climbed the wall, and she was talking about being on a divine quest, which I think is amazing because the deities are just wonderful. The good ones, of course.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. But you've no idea where Bo came from besides that. Just jumped over the wall.
No, I mean, we really haven't had an opportunity to talk. We were just about to, have some food and some drinks, and when those people jumped over the wall and attacked us. And I swear to you on everything. I swear to you on Serenre and my status as an oracle. I swear to you that there were people there. I fought them. I set some of them on fire.
So, let me think. So Bo randomly shows up, and a little bit after Bo randomly shows up, more people show up and attack, right?
Yes, that's true.
What's to say Bo wasn't scouting them out, letting them know that it was time to come in?
Well, she didn't attack us. She helped,
She
push
helped?
them away. No, push them away.
So she just pushed them away.
Not push them physically, but she helped attack them and repel them. And we didn't kill everybody. Some people did escape, as far as I heard.
Did she kill anyone?
I'm not sure. I mean, I was busy. My friends were being hurt pretty badly. I was in a bit of a trance most of the time as I was channeling some healing energy for my friends and, like I said, setting people on fire.
Okay. So how many people were there?
Maybe like 5 to 10?
5 to 10 people.
A dozen?
Okay.
I'm not sure. I was a little bit closer. A lot of people had moved towards the gate and the wall, and I think that there were more people over there. And I kind of stayed back a little bit, so I was feeling a little woozy. I actually had a little bit of alcohol right before that, but I wasn't inebriated. I'm not a drinker, so.
So you had been drinking, and this is you tell this story about people who just showed up and attacked you, and there was like 5 to 10 to a dozen of them. I just want to make sure I've got all the details. That's all.
Oh, come on, Cressida. I'm not. This happened. Like I mean, you can see me now. I'm stone cold sober.
She
I'm
leans
okay.
in and she goes, "Shula, are you still inebriated?"
No. How can I prove it to
Oh,
you?
dang.
Alphabet
Fantasy
backwards.
What?
Yeah, alphabet backwards. Go.
I fold my arms like this.
Okay.
And something else.
Okay. So you're not going to give me the alphabet backwards?
I start to recite the alphabet backwards. Defiantly.
I'm going to need you to do that in character, please.
Yeah, which alphabet?
The common alphabet.
Z, Y, X, W, V, U, T, S, R. Q.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, doing really good. PONMLKJIHGFEDCVA. Woo!
You know, Shula, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not sure if you got it right or not, because not even I can do that. So, but it sounded right, and that's all that matters.
See, I told you I wasn't inebriated.
All right. Okay. So, all right. So these people show up and attack, and Bo helps you. And then what happens? The event?
Well, as soon as some people start to retreat, I did see that.
Mm-hmm.
And as they begin to retreat, there's an explosion in Osgar's house. Catches on fire.
Right.
We approach the house. We see that there's a body in there. And Osgar freaks out. He thinks it's one of his parents. They go inside to retrieve the body, and it turns out that it's one of the people. They were wearing the same outfit of the people that attacked us. Mm-hmm. And I tried to stabilize him. I was going to heal him and maybe interrogate him and see what was going on, but he was unfortunately beyond saving.
Okay. I do have to ask a question. You told me that there were a lot of men that you fought, and I'll be honest with you, Osgar said the same. But where were they afterwards? You took some of them down, right?
Yes, and their corpses were there, but as you saw when we went behind the house, they were not there anymore. And that I cannot explain. I don't know if the people that retreated came back and took the bodies. I don't know if some kind of spell came and incinerated them. I cannot explain that. I wasn't in the back of the house. I went around front, found Osgar's parents, and then Osgar bust through the front door and almost hit me with it. Okay. And we kind of were hanging out up front for a while.
And then that's when we showed up, right?
Yeah. Relatively soon after that.
Was there something else that happened between then?
I don't think so. Just Bo, Markt'ov, and Osgar were in the house together to get the body, and then me and Evie were together. We went from the back to the front and found Osgar's parents.
Okay. I have another question for you about Markt'ov. He's collected some kind of odd stuff, hasn't he?
Well, I mean, it's not that odd. Just, a little hair here and there, and, well, mostly hair.
I mean, I still have some people doing research and stuff, but do you know why he was collecting those objects?
Because he's strange? That's just what I assume.
Well, do you know of any? I know he's collected hair. He's collected a couple of various odds and ends. Trinkets and stuff of all sorts. But do you know of anything of importance that he's gathered, or anything notable that we should know about? Anything that could have magical power, by any chance?
Do I know this?
I mean, only if you've really observed him looting anything magical. But I mean, you guys have collected potions and stuff like that. But nothing that you would, in your mind, kind of think odd. I mean, if I was going to point out two things that I might find a little odd, one would be the Haro deck, and two would be, but I think Evie had it, was the magical dagger that you guys haven't been able to identify yet.
Yeah, I would say nothing out of the ordinary. I mean, when we fought the Spider King and various other people throughout the city, that you guys asked us to, they had some potions and some random stuff, but nothing that was something I haven't seen in my journeys before.
Alrighty. Well, anything else you'd like to add?
No, but I do just want to say, very seriously, Cressida, I know that you're trying to be neutral in this and you're just trying to figure things out, but is there anything that we can do like maybe me, Evie, and Osgar to help the situation. Is there something that we could do to maybe on the side? Do you have any other leads?
Well, I've got some guards checking out the Osgar estate right now to check for any evidence. I do have them looking for any trace of these people that you talked about. Well,
you're just as smart as I am. You know that like things exist that could just make bodies disappear.
For sure, but I feel like we'd find some evidence, like footprints or, you know, some weapons around or something. Like, even if these people all disappeared, there has to be some kind of object or something that someone must have dropped or, you know, put somewhere or anything.
Yeah, I'm not really sure, but I would appreciate you keeping us informed about what's going on, because I'm very concerned. And though I know that you tried to put doubt in my mind about Markt'ov, I'll tell you that it's not easily shaken, and he's done a lot for us in the short time that we've known him, and I just don't...
Well,
just shaking my head. Shaking my head,
Shula.
my head.
I appreciate that, and I know you're a good person, and you only mean well.
Thank you, Cressida. And if you need any help, please let me, Evie, or Osgar know, because we can, you know, maybe do some stuff that your guards can't get away with.
I am aware. Which actually brings me to that other thing I wanted to talk to you about. And with that, Cressida looks over at the other guard and like moves her head towards the door, and the guard leaves. So now it's just you and her in there. And she goes, so tell me about it. And then she beats the living daylights out of you. It's just,
I have one first level spell left.
No,
Is Renray gonna kill you?
And
Oh God, imagine.
what she does is she leans in and she goes, so tell me about what happened at Eel's End.
She wasn't the one that... Was it Sabine that gave us that?
No, it was Cressida who sent you out to do all that.
So
and you guys
we went
have yet to report into her.
Oh yeah. Well, we were going to, because we wanted to rest that night. Okay, so we went to Eel's End, and we were going to attempt to talk to... What was the Spider King's real name?
DeVargo.
DeVargo, thank you. We were going to attempt to speak to DeVargo, but Arcturus is a little aggressive, and he kind of just, you know, went in screaming some deity's name, Leroy Jenkins, and just like ran in and just really started a fight that didn't need to happen. But
wait,
you
guys fought the Spider King?
We did, and we succeeded. We won. He's dead. We killed him.
She like looks around to double check that the guard's not there, and she's like, look, from a legal aspect, I can't condone the fact that you went in there and fought him or killed him or anything like that. I mean, I
blame Arcturus, okay? We were going to be diplomatic.
But I mean, from a personal aspect, I do thank you.
Yes. He was quite the evil man. He was holding a house drake hostage, and it was not a good situation, and the whole place was crawling with spiders. It was gross as hell.
A house drake? What happened to the house drake?
I smacked my head. It was staying in Orion's room, actually, and disappeared with him when the explosion happened.
And yeah, we didn't find any evidence of a house drake in there either. This house drake was friendly towards you?
Yeah, he was being kept captive by DeVargo, and when we freed him, he helped us eliminate everybody, or the rest of the people, and then he stayed with us, was very intrigued by Orion because he was the one that opened his cage, and then Orion offered him to stay in his room for the night. I mean, everything really has happened so fast. So much has happened in 36 hours.
All right, well, we're going to be on the lookout for this house drake. Is there any more details you can give us about him to help identify him or anything?
I think he was purple, but he was
good.
As
most house drakes are. Okay.
He was good. He wasn't a bad guy.
Alrighty. Well, thank you, Shula, and I will have one of my guards bring you some rewards for your work at Eel's End.
Thank you so much. I've had pretty much nothing but potatoes for the last few days, so maybe I can get a more decent meal.
Well, there are plenty of potatoes over in the break room if you'd like to go sit in there. Along with some other things. There's some various jerkies and other snacks to help keep the guards going. Trail mix. You like trail mix?
Sure.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, let me take you out there. And she opens the door for you, offers you to go first.
And I do.
Excellent. And she closes it behind and leads you down to the break room, opens the door, and in there you see Osgar and one of the guards, and he's just like, oh, man, that's crazy. 100 of them. 100 of them you took on.
101.
101.
Well, we had to have a backup. It was this whole thing. It was wild. Craziest thing I've ever done.
This is crazy. Hey, Cressida. Hey, oh, man, where did you find this guy? I can't believe you've got Osgar for us.
I just figured I'd come down and talk to our lovely guards because, we're always willing to help each other out, right, boys? Elbows,
Cressida just butts in and is like, he's here for questioning. We think someone blew up his house, and we're trying to get to the bottom of it.
Oh, yeah, my house blew up. Oh, man, that's such a bummer.
We think somebody... It may have not happened.
It might not have.
Reality can, in fact, be a lie.
It can. So she's just like, Shula, make yourself comfortable. There's some snacks and stuff in here.
I nod quietly, just very solemn, frowning, roll my eyes behind Osgar's back.
All right, and
like every girl.
and she walks away, and she heads back to her office and opens the door and says, Evie, if you would be so kind as to come with me.
I get up and walk in.
All right, and she takes you into the room. The guard is back in there with the notepad, and she sits down in a chair, and she's like, feel free to take a seat.
And I'll sit down. I Riker the chair.
Yeah. Nice. All right. So you also are like the cool kids in school, and you sit down in that chair, and she looks at you and she goes, all right, so tell me about what happened this morning at the Three Rings Tavern.
Okay. So, in the interest of time, I basically recount the exact same story that Shula gave.
Okay. She's going to ask you a couple questions. So
sure.
She's going to say, okay, so as you exited your room upon hearing the what had happened or seeing what had happened, where was Markt'ov as you exited the room?
I'm pretty sure we all came out of our room at about the same time.
Okay.
I don't know for certain, but I know we all entered the hallway at about the same time, so I would guess that we were all just walking out of our rooms.
Okay, so yeah, you saw him exiting his room right about the same time as you, and what was his initial reaction to what you saw?
I just kind of shrugged. He was kind of like, well, that's a thing that happened. Whatever it was, that in a very Markt'ov type of way. I don't remember exactly what he said.
So he just kind of blew it off?
I don't know that I would say he blew it off. He was kind of interested in it, but he wasn't like upset. I'm not really sure what the word is that I'm looking for. Like,
okay,
he wasn't shocked, but he was interested.
Now, I had heard that Arcturus and Markt'ov have butted heads in the past. Do you think that would be why he wouldn't care about what happened?
I mean, I think Markt'ov, not to say that he's a bad guy, but I think he, would be more concerned about it if it happened to him than to anybody else. But
okay, yeah,
they butted heads in the past, but I don't think it was anything to be concerned about.
Okay, so now the next part, I know you guys talked to Theandra, the owner, right?
Yeah, she was pretty pissed about the fact that Markt'ov taught her cook how to make smashed potatoes.
So I've heard.
Because there were potatoes everywhere. Also, the two pigs were running around in the kitchen. Where are the pigs? Did somebody grab them when we left the house? And I start getting up to look around for the pigs.
Don't worry, the pigs are safe. I've got them I've got them over with the orchestra crew.
Oh yeah, they'll be fine.
So Where was Markt'ov during this conversation with Theandra?
He climbed out the window. Well, not out the window, like out of the hole that exploded.
Why do you think he did that?
I mean, maybe it was a way to investigate. That's the only reason I can think that he would have gone that direction.
Okay. So you don't think he at all did it to avoid Theandra?
Well, I mean, she was pretty pissed with us about the potato thing, and I'm pretty sure he's the one that taught the cook about how to make potatoes, so he might have wanted to avoid her for that reason, and she was also really pissed about the hole in the wall.
Okay. All right. And let's see here. Tell me a little bit about Bo. How did you what did you think of her when you first met her?
I mean, she seems pretty nice. I can't really say because I haven't gotten to talk to her very much, but
And she showed up a little bit before everyone else, all these people that tried to attack you?
Yeah, she showed up after us, but before them. She took the hard route in. She came over the wall for some reason.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but some of these people that you claim attacked you also came over the wall?
Yeah, I was really focused on a couple that were right near me, so I wasn't paying attention to everybody.
Interesting. You know, Osgar had told me that there was a bear at his place. Did you at all see a bear?
See one? No. And I kind of lean in and I'm like, can you keep this part out of your notes?
She leans in. She's like, just say it really quietly.
I'm a shapeshifter.
So you're the bear.
I'm the bear.
Osgar says he took care of the bear.
Well, I'm not a bear right now, so...
Did Osgar make you not a bear?
No, I can only do it for so long. I don't know. It's a new thing. Today was the first day it ever happened, so I'm still figuring it out.
Okay. All right. She leans back and she looks over at the guard and does like a you know, don't say anything kind of motion and and just goes, well, anyway, so how many people were there that attacked you?
Well, let's see. And I start kind of counting back in my head and I'm like, well, I took out 2 myself, and then there was, I don't know, there must have been like 10 or 15. There was a lot.
10 to 15. Okay.
But we took out probably I took out 2 as a bear, and then there might have been, yeah.
Just to
I think we took out
confirm-
probably 5 or 6.
Just to confirm, Bo was helping during this time?
Yeah.
You saw her physically fighting these people?
Yeah, she came in and she was hanging out with us a little bit beforehand. We were having some burgers and stuff out by the party, and there might have been a little bit of alcohol involved. And
So I've heard. I heard
Yeah,
Shula
don't
was
ever-
pretty intoxicated.
don't ever let Shula drink again.
Oh boy.
No, nope.
Okay. Was it her first time?
It was her first time.
Oh my lord. Wow, that must have been a sight.
It was very interesting. It led to some very unexpected. She ordered 40 burgers.
40 burgers.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think she was ordering one for every person who she knew was lying in the bushes waiting?
I don't think so. There wasn't 40 people there, so.
Interesting. All right. Okay. So anything else you wanted to point out to me? Anything that might help prove innocence or guilt, or anything you think might be useful to my investigation?
I mean, Markt'ov was with us the whole time when we got there, when the explosion happened, he was with us.
So with you the whole time while you were at the estate?
Yeah.
But you can't say the same thing for the 3 rings, right? Because you only saw him in the morning.
I was sleeping overnight, so.
Okay. Well, that is good to know he was with you the whole time while you were at Osgar's.
But that's.
Well, all right. If you think of anything else, you know where to find me. I am going to go talk to Markt'ov and Bo.
Good luck.
All right, and let me take you to the break room where everyone else is, and plenty of snacks. All right.
Okay.
So she takes you over to the room, opens the door, and the guard's just like, I still can't believe 101. Seriously, 101.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know what to say.
but really, 101.
100
No, Osgar, you got,
and
like, for real, 101.
bro.
I like walk over to Shula and I'm like, what are they talking about?
For
Shula,
real.
They have been talking about the same exact. Well, this guard just won't let it go. He's been talking about it this whole time.
Oscar's bragging that there were like 40 times more people there earlier than there were, and I don't know.
Anyway, Cressida is just like, all right, I'll be back in a little bit. So she leaves, and a little bit later, she comes into the holding area, and as she walks in, she walks in with another gentleman next to her, and she walks straight over to Beau's cell and says, Isabo,
Yeah.
I'd like you to meet Phil. Phil here is going to be your counsel. Phil, as you can see, is a lawyer. And you look at this guy, you know he is an orc. He is wearing some glasses and a suit, and he's holding a briefcase. Cressida pulls up a piece of paper and she goes, Phil was appointed by the Queen to help oversee anyone who needs counsel during these times. Phil has been practicing, and she reads like the sheet. She's like, Phil's been practicing law for 10. Wait, that can't be right. 10 hours? And Phil's like, yes, 10 hours. And she's like, you don't mean days, like, or years or anything like that, hours. And Phil's like, yes, 10 hours. She's like, apparently Phil's been practicing law for 10 hours. Like I said, you can use him or you can choose to ignore him, but up to you.
Cressida,
Yes, Markt'ov?
shouldn't you let the council and the potential person in jail speak before you interrogate them? So perhaps it'd be prudent to interrogate me, who has been talking to my counsel this entire time.
I will if Beau chooses to use said counsel.
Can I have Markt'ov as my counsel?
I will
It seems
certainly
like he
ask.
knows
God.
what's up.
Unfortunately,
You might as well
Yeah.
start writing new characters.
unfortunately,
I
I
will-
can't allow Markt'ov to be your counsel.
I will act on counsel as on behalf of Beau.
I can't allow that. I'm sorry. Well,
Well, I
Beau-
guess I'll take Phil then.
all right. I'll let you two get acquainted with each other. And Markt'ov, if you would be so kind as to come with me.
Sure, why not? I've got
right.
nothing else going on.
That's true.
All dressed up, no place to go.
So she opens the cell and she puts some shackles back on your arms, and she has you follow her with a guard following behind you as well to the interview room. Let's just get to it. It's an interrogation room. So she pulls a chair out for you and she says, "Take a seat."
No thanks, I'll stand.
Very well. That's your choice. I hope you don't mind if I take a seat.
Go for it.
Alrighty. And she takes a seat. And she goes, Markt'ov, do you understand what you're being accused of?
Yes, I do.
All right. Well, why don't you start me off at the top of your day?
Well, unfortunately, in order to understand the events of today, I have to take you back several years to the very beginning of these events.
She gets comfortable.
Okay, I start roughly at the time where I, get to the city and meet up with my the people of the Pathfinder Society, all that stuff,
Okay, yeah.
getting acquainted. Then it takes a turn for the crazy.
Okay.
A couple of days after I reached the city, I was just, sitting in my bunk. And then all of a sudden, something happens. Time skips or something. I don't know.
Time skips.
Yes, I'm not laying on my bunk anymore. I'm in fact laying on a slab of iron, or perhaps steel. I don't know. And there are these things around me. They're maybe like 4.5 feet tall. They're like gray. They've got really big black eyes. Anyway, they examine me and say, "Oh, something. I can't understand their language."
They
anyway,
examined you.
yes, I know.
Go
well,
on.
anyway, they said several years from now we are going to come back and we will ask you some questions about your experiences, blah blah blah. And we really hit it off. Actually, I had some flask on me, so I offered them some drink. They all tasted it. They didn't really like it though. But I got. Well, anyway. So that happened way back then. A couple of years later, they came back to me and they brought me back into their little metal chamber, and they were all like, "Hey, what's been going on, Markt'ov?" And I was like, "Oh, nothing much, just collecting, you know." And they were like, "Ha ha ha, it's a big joke." And we do this every couple of years. It's very religious.
Wait, so every couple of years you go through this time skip, wake up on an iron slab, get like examined, and then drink with them and collect things? What?
Well, no, I collect things in between.
Oh,
I don't collect things there.
Okay, all right,
I'm not allowed to take their things.
Okay.
They won't let me.
Very well.
Well, anyway, I can prove to you 100% that I was not responsible for the explosions at the Three Rings Tavern today.
Please, feel free.
Last night, I was taken by them as well.
Really?
Yes, these little gray men with big beady eyes brought me into their little room, and they were like, "Oh, Markt'ov, what's been going on?" I told them all the things that has been happening to me, and I actually got a lock of hair, and it was really cool. And they were like, "Oh, awesome!" And then, then they brought me back in the morning, and then an explosion happened or something, and then I went outside.
Now, how did you go outside? Did you just walk out the front door? Did you go out the back door?
Well, by outside, I mean outside of my room. I walked out through my door.
Okay. So you walked outside of your door there, and
Correct.
And what did you see?
Well, I saw a very distinctive thing, an explosion.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but fear not. I'm 16% sure I know who did it.
Okay, who did it?
Well, in order to teach you, in order to say that, I have to go back a little while. So, about 2 or 3 times before I've been abducted by these little gray guys,
Okay.
I met somebody.
You met someone.
Yes, I met somebody. And he had this very strange-looking ring on his finger. And he said to me, "Shh, do not look at me. I'm a member of the Order of the Ring Bearers."
What are the Ring Bears? I've never heard of them.
It is a secret society that nobody's ever heard of, but he told me that I shall forget everything that has ever happened to me before this moment. And I was like, "Huh, you're wrong." And he was wrong. I didn't forget anything.
How can you be sure of that?
Well, what if the little gray men were working with the Order of the Ring Bearers? What if they implanted false memories into me?
How can I even prove that these little gray men were there? Do you have any evidence?
Well, I wasn't physically in my room that night.
Can anyone corroborate that story?
Yes, the little gray men can.
Can I speak with the little gray men?
I assure you, you can. As soon as you find them. You just have to find them.
Just have to find them. Okay, well, I've been guard captain of this city for like 8 years, and I have yet to see any little gray men.
Well, anyway, the Order of the Ring Bearers is who you were looking for.
Very well.
You can very easily determine their members. They are people who are wearing rings.
Interesting. There's a lot of people who wear rings.
It's not everybody who wears rings, but very certain people who do are a member of the Order.
Are there certain rings I'm keeping an eye out for? Is it any ring? Or...
Oh, well, it is kind of any ring. They just wear rings.
Okay.
But they are in a specific order.
Very well. So let's get back to the events at the Three Rings Tavern.
Sure.
So you saw evidence of an explosion, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, and then what did you do when you saw this?
I said, that is strange.
And then?
And what do you mean, and then?
So you said that was strange. So
and then I was like, okay, it is whatever. I don't see Arcturus or the other one.
So you did realize that they were gone.
I mean, I could assume so because they were not with us.
But you didn't care?
Yeah, I mean, it is whatever. People blow up.
People don't usually just blow up.
Are you sure about that?
Fair. I mean, in my experience, most people don't just blow up, but I could be wrong.
in my experience as well, but they were both trying to do this spell called Fireball, and I don't think they have enough magic inside of them, so I was pretty sure that they blew themselves up.
Word is that Orion was dabbling in some powerful magic as well. But
exactly.
Even if they were the cause of it, there was another explosion later in the day, and I don't think they were anywhere to be found, were they?
I suppose not, but that's where the Order of the Ring Bearer was. I'm pretty sure the Order of the Ring Bearers, they were the ones who made the initial explosion with Markt'ov and Markt'ov, and they were the ones that, I also didn't see any body parts of them too, so perhaps the Order of the Ring Bearers took them, then exploded their room.
And then made weird cat noises.
Then exploded their room. And then later went and exploded another room.
Okay, all right.
I think they're out to get me.
Just to make sure I understand all of this, I'm going to have you run it all by me one more time. And while that happens, we're going to jump over to Isabo and Phil. So you're standing there with your council. His name obviously is Phil. He's a well-dressed orc with glasses and a briefcase and everything. And he pulls up a chair right in front of your cell there, and he says, "So, Bo, what brings you here?"
Well, I was called by a divine deity to come do great deeds on Korvosa, and it doesn't seem to be going too well.
Interesting.
I think I'm gonna lie down real quick, so I just get down on the floor, just kind of lay down on my back there, and I'm just hyperventilating a little bit.
Let me ask you some questions. Obviously, I'm gonna help you get out of all of this. First, did you do it?
No.
Second, what are you being accused of?
Well, all they said really was that I was looking. Well, I guess technically it is true what they accused me of, because all I was doing was looking for Osgar.
Looking for Osgar. Is that a crime around here?
I don't believe so. I mean, I'm new to Korvosa, but that would seem like kind of a weird one to be looking for a person and have that be illegal.
Interesting. Well, let me check my book. And he sets the briefcase down next to him. He opens it up. He picks up a book and he opens it. He flips through it a bit. He closes the book and he goes, "I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know how to read, but I think I can help you on this one." So,
I just turn him like everyone's got their struggle.
So, all right. So you were accused of looking for Osgar, and they don't like that, so they put you in shackles, right?
That does seem to be the long and short of it, yes.
All right. Well, I think what we should work with is we should say you weren't looking for Osgar, and then you're out of it.
But then how did I show up at Osgar's house if I wasn't looking for it? Doesn't that seem a little weird to you, man?
Hunting a pig. You were hunting a pig, and it ran into Osgar's, and you jumped in there.
I mean, could we try the truth?
Oh, wasn't that the truth?
I'm kind of crappy at lying.
Wait, I'm confused. Was that not what actually happened?
No, I was looking for Osgar. I wasn't trying to hunt a pig.
Wait, you were looking for Osgar? They'll arrest you for that around here.
It's maritime law.
I just go, "Oh Jesus!" and start
It's okay. Calm down. Look, I'm gonna get you out of this, okay?
Okay.
Don't you worry. Let me look at the book. He picks up the book again.
But you can't read, man. I'm gonna die.
You're right. How did you know that? So we're gonna cut back over to Markt'ov. So Markt'ov, you finish going all through that story again, and Cressida is like, okay, all right. So I have to ask, you were spotted jumping out of the side of the Three Rings Tavern from where the explosion was.
Yes, that's correct.
So you did jump out the side of it.
Of course I did.
Why?
Oh, the owner of the tavern doesn't like Pathfinder Society people, so. And also she was mad at me for something about smashed potatoes or something. I don't really remember.
She doesn't like Pathfinder Society people. This is news to me.
Well, she told me that specifically, so. Well, she didn't really say that, but I got that sort of vibe from her when we were drinking together the other day.
Really? I mean, she told me you two didn't get along very well. She told me about the potato thing, but she didn't tell me anything about this.
Well, I mean, if she doesn't like the Pathfinder Society people, and she wants me arrested for XYZ reasons, then why would she tell you that she had a personal grudge against me as opposed to a professional grudge?
Well, when I asked her, if she thought of anyone who could do this, she said there's that weird guy Markt'ov, and the two of you didn't get along too well.
Exactly, but more specifically, why would she tell you that she doesn't like Pathfinder Society people? Because I am a Pathfinder Society person,
she
and if
didn't tell me that.
If she exactly, she wouldn't. Because if she did, you would suspect that she is lying about her wanting me to be the culprit.
An interesting theory. Okay. So,
Maybe it wasn't the Order of the Ring Bearers, unless she wears a ring, because it may have actually been her, looking for, insurance money or something.
I can't recall if she actually wears a ring or not, but I'll have someone swing by and just kind of glance.
Yes, you should.
So you jumped out the side because you knew that she didn't like you?
Yes.
So did you think that she was immediately going to blame you for something like that?
Yes.
Why would you assume that she would assume that you would do something like that?
Because she is a spiteful person, and she doesn't like me.
A spiteful person who's let you guys stay there?
Well, it wasn't her idea. It was your idea, wasn't it?
True, but I've always had a good rapport with her, and she seemed to be okay with you guys staying.
Also, when we got there, she wasn't even there the first couple of times.
No,
it was days before she got there.
She's a busy person. She usually leaves the running of the tavern and all of its business to her barkeep, Theo.
Oh, Theo. Poor little man.
So I've heard.
Probably innocent in all of this. He took me at my word about smashing potatoes with a hammer. That's poor fool.
I heard they're quite the hit.
I mean, I suppose they are, but they are a big mess.
All right, so you say you went out the side of the tavern, through the hole that the explosion left, because you were afraid of talking to Theandra?
No, it wasn't afraid. I just didn't feel like it, really.
Didn't feel like it. Okay. All right. So how did you go about going to Osgar's there? How did that come about?
We got a letter from a courier, I think, perhaps.
Okay.
And so we were like, meh, why not?
Okay, I've heard this part. So you go there, and you all get to his place, and you were with Evie and Shula, correct?
That is correct.
Okay, and then you met Osgar. He invited you in. You guys are having a good time there, and then all of a sudden, Bo shows up.
Yes.
Okay, so Bo just randomly shows up. What? She just hops in and goes, "Hey, all, I'm here," and you all say, "Great, join in."
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, she was all like, "Hey, I got a message from my god or something. And I was like, oh, cool, which one? She was like, Gaten Galen. I was like, oh my goodness, look at this alcohol.
Okay. So you guys bonded over that and everything. Now, people tell me some craziness unfolded after that.
I mean, the Order of the Ring Bearers showed up, but I mean, it is whatever.
Order of the Ring Bearers showed up. Okay, so how many of them showed up?
So last count, there were 14 on the inside and 6 on the inside. 20.
20 of them. Okay, that's quite a bit. And
yeah,
you guys fended them off?
Oh, of course, they were chumps, really.
Chumps.
Osgar knocked somebody's head off. Just like literally punched his head off.
Oh, I mean, I've seen his muscles. I believe he could do it. Now,
yeah, the Order of the Ring Bearers really got what was coming to them.
You in particular, how did you handle it?
I walked up to the leader and I started hitting him with my sword.
So you walked up, straight up to their leader, even though there's 20 of these guys around. You walk straight up to him and you fight him.
Of course, I mean, you got to cut off the head of the snake in order for the body to die.
So it's just you and him, one-on-one, duking it out.
Yes, he landed a couple of blows, but I was able to heal myself and really just nail him. He was probably almost dead.
So what happened to him?
He ran off like a little child.
And you let him get away?
No, I chased after him and I tried to throw a stone at him.
But he still got away from you?
Yeah, I'm not very good at my sling.
Interesting. And no one else had one-on-one contact with this guy. It was just you and him.
Well, I'm pretty sure Osgar and Bo got up close to be able to see him, close up, but they were not, like, fighting him. They were fighting his lackeys that were all coming in.
Interesting. And we're gonna jump back over to Bo real quick. So as you
at this point, like, she's gone from like laying flat to just like curled up in the fetal position.
Phil looks at you and he's just like, all right, that's a good defense, just like that. You just curl up like that. The pig can't attack you when you're hunting it.
She's like, why would a pig attack me? What?
Because you were looking for the pig at Osgar's, right?
How long have you been at this, man?
10 hours. 10 hours,
oh, geez.
2 minutes.
Oh, Katie and Kaylee, save me.
Hey, look. Don't worry, Bo. I'm going to get you out of this. Everything's going to be just fine. And with that, we're going to end tonight's episode of 50 Shades of Crimson.
I'ma die. They're going to draw and quarter me.
So let me start off with you, Katie. How are your thoughts for tonight?
It was a lot of fun. It was kind of fun to think about like how Bo would react to that, because yeah, she's pretty young, and I would imagine she's never been arrested before. So yeah. I just kind of see her folding like a house of cards, being like, yes.
It's a complicated situation for you. You're just kind of caught up in the middle of all this. So
yep.
Yeah. But,
just showing up out of nowhere right before a bunch of other people attack. Not suspect at all.
Don't worry, I got you the best defense lawyer I could come up with.
I know,
all right? So you're in good hands.
The best defense no money could buy. But no, fun session tonight. I enjoyed it.
Excellent. All right, let's talk to RemovedDisc, since you are also part of the accused.
Yes, I was.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts?
Well, I tried to spin the craziest story I can think of.
Yeah,
bringing aliens
and
conspiracy theory.
Yep. I was
Mission
just like,
accomplished.
Oh boy, we're going deep on this one.
Oh yeah, you gotta dig down in there to get it out. But yeah, no, Markt'ov threw a little bit of truth and a lot of lie in there.
Mm-hmm.
He's saving his like actual defense for the court.
Okay.
But I am 100% confident that Markt'ov will be able to get off of these charges.
What do you think of the evidence so far?
Faked.
Faked? I mean,
all of it's faked.
I mean, did you fake avoiding the owner of the bar?
The Order of the Ring Bearers. They faked it.
Of course, yes, of course. Sure.
No, Markt'ov's not a conspiracy theorist. He's just having a lot of fun right now.
Clearly.
He's gonna drop his bomb that I'm still a paladin with all my powers later on.
Lay on hands. Spa. All right.
Please
well,
excuse me while I touch myself.
and I'm healed, although I wasn't hurt. Well, that'll be some interesting evidence. I don't want to think about it. And let's head over to Yotts Twitch, my friend.
Hello.
How's it going? What are your thoughts for tonight?
Good. I should have known. I found it funny because like I don't think I was really prepared to play Oscar in a more serious, man child bro dude man. You know what I mean?
Dude,
like,
yeah.
So I didn't have layers. He doesn't really have layers. So I found myself in this awkward position where I can't be like, it's just not appropriate to high five, when the house is on fire and like maybe your parents are dead. And it's like this whole, and then you're kind of like, well, I'm pretty pissed about that. Like, you can just burn down my house. That's fucking rude.
Right.
So
Markt'ov totally burned it down. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to fight Markt'ov, I guess.
Gonna have to.
For burning down my house.
It's the only way.
If he's found guilty, we fight to the death.
I think that's fair under Korvosa law. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Let's see where that goes.
All right. Excellent. Anything else for you?
No, that's it, man. Thank you.
All right. Let's talk to MandaManda. How's it going?
Good. I'm a little sad at this turn of events.
Mm-hmm.
I think, well, Shula's pretty dead set on the fact she doesn't think that Markt'ov had anything to do with it. Of course, she truly didn't know about maybe one of his other unsavory deities that he follows. And, she's not really sure about Isabo, but she's a really good... she can really read people. I mean, she definitely has a more naive side, but she's also been on the road for 10 years.
Yeah.
And she has experienced a lot of different people. She's really good at ascertaining who, if people have ulterior motives and if they're evil. So I feel like she thinks this is bullshit.
Yeah.
And that's why at the end she was kind of offering Cressida some kind of help, some side help, because I think that Shula, Evie, and Osgar might have to do some investigating on their own outside of stuff to free our friends. But regardless, it's been, like she said in an interview, it's been a really wild 36 hours just from when they woke up the day that they ended up going to Eel's End to now. It's been really, really crazy. And I think she has just as many questions as other people, or as like Cressida has for her. And I think she's really anxious. She's really not happy right now. And she's ready to kind of get some answers and to figure some things out.
Hell yeah. Like you said, it has been absolutely crazy with everything going on. A lot has unfolded in the past like 32 hours or so. So yeah, well, keep at it. Doing great. Let's head over to Luna. Luna, how's it going?
Hi.
Hi.
I would just like to share for the record that I literally had to keep track. There was at least 5 times that I prevented myself from busting out into song tonight.
Wow.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
I don't think we did that at all, did we? Oh no, there was the
Sweet Caroline.
Yeah, bop, bop, bop. Yeah, we did have one.
It's got to be at least one.
We did do that, yeah. But no, the ones that I absolutely remember were that I did not go any further in Sweet Caroline. I stopped myself from Cell Block Tango and reunited, and it feels so good. Those were at least 3 of them. I was like, I need to keep track. I'm going to try to be really good tonight and not do that. So
that's impressive.
So there's that for some stats for you, Disc.
Times
but no,
we didn't break into song.
Right.
Songs avoided.
Songs avoided. but no, I mean, tonight was interesting. It was definitely a creative turn to the story. I'm not gonna lie, I was really nervous about having to go in and
I could tell.
have Evie be interrogated.
Yeah.
And so I was really glad that she went after Shula, because I could just be like, yeah, that. So I was listening very intently to what Manda was saying for Shula, because I wanted to be able to be like, okay, is there anything that Evie would fundamentally disagree with, or like that she remembers differently, or anything like that? But thankfully that ended up not being the case.
Yeah.
So it worked out pretty well. Plus, I figure it probably helped for the sake of time that I didn't have to retell the same story again.
Oh, I love it. I love hearing it every single time.
Yes.
That's why I ask it. But no, you did great.
But no, I thought it was I thought it was a fun session. It was nice to have it. Sometimes I think it's fun to have the games take a little bit more of a serious turn, and it was kind of nice. It was a nice change of pace for us.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I myself had fun, especially coming up with the whole idea behind it. I have to say these first 3 episodes we've had of 50 Shades of Crimson have been all stuff that I've just kind of made up. So it's like none of it has actually been the campaign that we're working on so far. And it was just really fun. Like I had the idea in the shower. I was like, Markt'ov
That's where the best ideas come from.
Yeah, I was like, Markt'ov definitely has been sketchy, and I think there's a lot of evidence that would point him as the person who's done all this. So let's roll with it. But yeah, good times. And Luna, I think you had something you wanted to say.
I do. I have a couple of announcements that I just wanted to say. So the first was that just a reminder for everybody to check out our partners, Arcane Spectacles, arcanespectacles.com, where you can go to their website. You can get 10% off of your order of some very cool TTRPG accessories, spell trackers, and health trackers, AC trackers, all kinds of stuff. They also just released dice vaults that we gave away one of on Tales from the Tavern right after Halloween, so that was fun. And the code for that is just shared EXP when you check out. The other one is for critical hit cookies. You can get 10% off your order of cookies to feed your adventuring party or, yourself. And they are amazing. She posts pictures now and then of like stuff that she's been working on. And she posted this picture of these blondies the other day on Twitter they were chocolate chip, pretzel, I don't know, something else. And they just sounded so amazing. And I was like, I want them all.
That sounds so good.
Yes. So criticalhitcookies.com, Tavern Tales 10 when you check out to get 10% off your order there. And then also just a note for people who were joining us for the first time tonight and may want to catch up. We are currently in the process of getting this show up to date on YouTube and in podcast form, and then Tales from the Tavern is currently completely available on YouTube and in podcast form wherever you get your podcasts. So there you go.
Yeah,
that's all my announcements. That's it. That's all I got.
Fantastic. Thank you for catching us up. Only thing I was going to say is after the show, we hop onto the Shared Experience Discord and we have a quick conversation. Pros of the show, cons of the show, suggestions, things you like, things you didn't like, etc., etc. It's how we get better. It's how you get a chance to, put your input in, and we go on having a great show. So we'll be there after the show. Besides that, do we have a raid target?
We do. I think we suggested going. We had some friends from the role players hanging out in our stream tonight, and they just went live with their Numenera game. So
hell yeah, the role players.
They are Pacific time, so they'll be going for like at least another couple hours.
Oh, there you go.
They literally just went. So
we got your after show content lined up here. So all right, we're gonna give them a raid. So feel free to join in on that raid. Show them the love. Hit them with the emotes if you got them. If you don't, just show them some love. Tell them where you came from. Say hello. Give them follows, etc., etc.
Thank you guys for the support tonight. We had some subs, some gift subs, and some biddies. Thank you.
Nice.
We did, and we actually got 5 new followers tonight too. B_Rivers599, BeastWolfWO, Chad Skiles, Rear Car, and Tyrant Chipper. So thanks for coming to hang out.
Yeah, welcome to the crew.
Nice.
And we will see you guys next time.
Yep.
So,
Bye bye, y'all.
take care.
Bye.